Need to just let me know.
Yeah, looks good. Test, test, test. What's up? What's up? Well, as y'all come in, make sure y'all can give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up.
All right, cut. Copyright.
What's up? What's up? What's up? As y'all come on in, look at Jock. Don't be giving me no thumbs down. We're gonna let y'all get in. Y'all got 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Hey, we got good auto. Just give me a 1 in the chat if we got good audio. Thank you.
Doug wants to know if
1 in the chat if we got good audio.
Put a 1 up if you can hear us with no issues, no feedback, no nothing. All right.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you. The Jockster. Hello, Robin. Hello, Brigader.
What's up, Brigade?
It's Friday night. We out here in these Panama streets in the house.
Yeah. We ain't getting street.
Hello.
Yeah, let's do this. All right.
What up? Do you get to talk back? You better type. Jock. Don't be calling my phone either, because I don't have it here next to me. So if you getting ready to call my phone to go on speaker, I can't hear. You're gonna have to type, Jock. Type.
Hey,
but of course, yes, you can talk back.
You can hit the speaker on your keyboard and let it dictate.
That's what Dub said.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because she'll never use that. Because she
2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 7 o'clock. We're gonna get started. It's Friday night. Come on, King George.
Brigade, remember when you were younger?
Jock said that's too much like work. Well, Jock.
Well, hey man, if you could type, more power to you, but I can't. So I use the dictation.
I know. I think he's talking about the typing part. You know,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That you hit the dictate, you ain't got to type.
He's spoiled with the boss member meetings that we do, and everybody's on Zoom. That's what he's spoiled with.
Okay.
He's spoiled.
I guess we could have did Zoom and did but you can't send Zoom into YouTube.
Yeah, these folks ain't they gonna want to be here incognito. They ain't gonna want to log in. Believe me, there's some watching that don't want folks to know they watching.
I don't know that.
They don't want nobody to know that they really here.
Mm-hmm.
Scoping. 1 minute till 7 o'clock. 1 minute. In case y'all don't realize I'm cast as Doug.
What's up, y'all?
You're the Butler Brigade. We had a video drop at 12 p.m. Panama time today that we said there was some more information after that video that we wanted to discuss. So if you're here to talk about living in Panama, how to do visas and all that stuff, this ain't that one today. Not today. Now at the end, we might do that later on, but we're going to discuss the video because we had even more information that popped up since that video, and it's 7 o'clock. And you ain't been around us, you know we get started on time, every time.
Well, I like to say when she say we, she mean her. Because
we're gonna always get started. What's up, TNT? What's up, Brigade? What's up, boss members? What's up, Brigaders? What's a Brigader? In case some of y'all are first time ever seeing us ever in life, and you going,
who's the Brigade?
What's the Brigade? Again, I'm Cass as Doug. You're part of the Butler Brigade. How do you become a Brigader in our system? Well, you click the subscribe button. Subscribe. Once you click subscribe, you are a Brigader. What does a Brigader do?
Ask a lot of questions.
You part of one of the best communities that there is out there. And what do we mean by that? Cedric said we have snacks. It means that you have people that are thinking about coming to Panama, that have been living in Panama. We have those that are over the age of 80 down to the age of 6. And we are Brigaders.
And the most important part of that whole thing is we have built a community.
We have a community,
a large community
of people that some have been here for over 40 years and some have been here less than 48 hours.
It's true.
And they all receive the same love and attention and care from us. So being a brigader just means that you're part of a big family that welcomes you in your Panama relocation journey. We are not relocation tour experts. We are not tour of any sort. We have numerous people that will be happy to send your way, but we do nothing in regards to touring. Everything that we provide is absolutely free. Nothing gets better than free. We have more than 500 videos on our YouTube channel that gives you information on everything from sitting around talking about coming to Panama to actually being here and getting your body back to your home country upon death. We have PDFs that you can start that will help your Panama relocation journey. We even have onboarding guides and books, all kind of different things. And then above all, we have a WhatsApp community that is also available with more than 35 subgroups that's there for your questions and answers. Yep. So that's what that is for. So everything is available. I'm so glad the keyboard warriors have not intimidated you, not at all. Nah. Do you not? Nah, I'm messing with you. Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate that. You got a strong name, Bruce Jenkins. That's a strong name. Yes. Thank you so much. No, they have not intimidated me. Everybody has a point where they get to that level. Everybody does. And I have learned to, I have filtered a lot from my husband because I am in HR and I just, I take it on and I handle it.
Yeah, I hate that she kept that a secret.
But he has jumped in as the husband duty and been like, hold up. I think it's about time for that lion to stand behind his lioness and let some people know that he is here. Don't be fooled by the smile. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're just giving y'all a backdrop while we waited for people to chime in as to what is a brigader. If you would like to be a part of the brigade, I'm getting ready to put an email in there and I'm going to pin it. Please feel free to send us an email to our Gmail account and just introduce yourself and I will gladly send you the link to join the brigade. And no fee, nothing. We never charge for anything.
Hey, y'all, the whole reason why we created the brigade is because we wanted to establish a community here in Panama where all of us got the one thing in common. We're all in the fourth quarter of life and we all trying to live here in Panama.
Absolutely.
And some of us need help getting here. And those that are here can help give dollars to those who aren't here.
Absolutely.
So if you can help one, you help everybody.
So here we go. So we did a little video today, or
it premiered today.
Because we actually
did it.
A lot of our videos, most of the time, are about 2 to 3 weeks in the past.
Yes.
In the past. Most of the time, that's what our videos are. So, and I've already seen the comments. But keep in mind that our video, Cedric and I, this is Cedric. You will hear me refer to him as Dub, as Cedric. It's the same person. Cedric is his Christian name.
Dub is my nickname.
Dub is his acronym. We are on all platforms. Literally, we're on all platforms. If it's a social media platform, we're out there. And already the comments have started coming. I'm going to read a couple of them to you.
Periscope?
Yeah, we are on Periscope. Why are y'all talking about this?
Because we can.
DemButlers has turned into a soap opera.
Yeah, well, hey, just like soap operas. Hold on. Just like soap operas, you can turn. You got All My Children on ABC, and you go to God Light on CBS.
I'm going to answer these though. What does this have to do with moving to Panama? Okay, so let's talk about that. Like Dub just said, because I find this to be very interesting. For 3 years, Cedric and I have been providing content on just relocating to Panama. That's just Panama. We've also done content in regards to Thailand, as well as Costa Rica and numerous places. This was a 10-year plan. During that time, in us recording information, we recorded, uploaded, and talked about how hiring or not hiring the wrong immigration attorney can find you in a riff. How coming to Panama, not doing your boots on the ground is not the correct order. How getting your documents apostilled and not notarized, or letting them leave your hands beforehand. We've talked about how Medicare or anything with Medi is not any type of health insurance here. We've talked about how your driver's license is not, what am I want to say?
Enough.
Well, it expires after you've been here for 90 days. We've talked about how important it is going to be for you to have Panamanian Bank. I could go on and on and on. And in us talking about all of that, not one person ever said, this sounds like a soap opera. Because it was the normal process of your relocation journey. It was the normal process of us giving you the ins, the outs, and what that information is all about. So this here is also the next process. Yes, our focus was on the married man because that's who has approached me. They approached me. Truth be told,
You trying to harm?
no, babe.
Oh, okay.
Truth be told, 2 married men approached me and asked for some assistance in regards to this process. And 1 was introduced in regards to someone else talking about it as to, do you know a family court attorney? Now, I want this to be very clear so that they can stop avoiding me. You don't have to avoid me, meaning the 3 men. You don't have to avoid me.
Because we don't drop names.
I will never disclose a name because that's ignorant.
Yeah.
That's childlike, and that's not my area. But I am going to share the information just as we have shared dropping information in regards to numerous things that have come this way in Panama. Just 3 days ago, I did a long post in regards to you can't come here working. You can't do it. That's the one I put up, the $3.09 Wendy's minimum wage. No one thought that was a soap opera. We are very much aware of the numerous different people that come here to Panama. And we're going to make sure that the information that we provide is, to the best of our knowledge, clear, precise, and there's a lot of brigaders that lean on us for that information. It was not and if you watch the video, if you actually watch the video, you will see the video had nothing to do with cheating
in the next room.
or infidelity. It had nothing to do with it. Because as we said in the video, that's between you, your spouse, and whomever you all pray to. That has nothing to do with us, nothing. But what we are going to talk about is the child support aspect, because there are also single men here that probably had no idea of what all was involved in child support. Go ahead, babe.
And to the married guys, we had this conversation before you had got into this situation, you probably wouldn't be in this situation.
Right.
So again, if you help one, you help everybody.
That's correct. So a single man has not approached me asking about child support. So I couldn't speak on a single man. I could only speak in regards to the married man. And, again, I'm just going to put that out there. If anybody keep watching these videos thinking I'm getting ready to throw hints or drop dimes, I don't do that. That is ignorant.
And because
I'm not doing that.
And because she's not dropping dimes, those fellas who are, I want to say, acting up. Hey, y'all, we give back the same energy that we're giving. And I'm just going to say this man to man, because I don't know gentlemen in particular. But hey, we're not treating you a certain kind of way. So don't treat us a certain kind of way, because this is your action, not our action.
I didn't have
we ain't
anything
going to put your business out on Front Street.
I'm not going to put your business out there. It has nothing to do with it. So it's not a soap opera. We're going to keep on talking. So these are the real people, real life. People date. Not everybody has protected intercourse. Our channel is for everybody over 18. So I can actually say whatever I would like to say in regards to this, because
it's
our
still
channel,
amazing at 2026, you ain't protected. But,
but hey, so, and some people make good and bad decisions. And you know what? Cedric has let this be known to me. My husband now, we talk all the time. We sit around, we drink wine, we get the kiki-kiing.
We're buddies if y'all ain't figured that out.
We kiki-kiing. And most fathers, not all, because somebody can raise their hand. Most fathers did not have any input on when they became a father.
No. I had none.
They may have been dating the lady. They may have not had any relationship with the lady. They may have been married to the woman who's told him a different story in regards to birth control. And not many fathers get a chance to sit down and say, hey, I think it's time at this stage in our relationship that we make a baby. Not many. There are some, but that's normally not how the we pregnant conversation comes about with most fathers.
Well, because most of us had the conversation, hey, we ain't ready to have no baby just yet, and we're going to have a long-term plan later on, then you find out we pregnant. Yeah.
So that's why we're having this conversation, in case some are concerned. So here's my question. We're going to talk about this. We don't talk to them. We got everybody in here for about 10 minutes. So that's good. That was a good segue. Panama just enacted a new law. There are 2 laws I'm going to be referencing. You all know me. So, hold on. Let me back up. I'm not an attorney. Cedric is not an attorney. We have consulted a legal firm, if you want to be particular, CLP Associates, in particular, Syria, as well as her, who is the director, as well as Marco Jimenez, who is the paralegal in regards to Panamanian law, because I'm not pregnant, nor has Cedric made a child. So this was because of the fact that we wanted to provide the correct information as of the date that we recorded that video and as of this live. This is what was told to us and sent to us, okay? That does not remove you consulting your attorney for your situation if you find yourself, unfortunately, in a scenario similar to this. Always seek legal advice. Always. Always. I mean, there's no other way for me to say that. So we're going to start with that. Two laws I will be referencing. One is called Law 48 and the other one is called Law 42, but I will be going into more details about them. Panama just enacted a new law specifically addressing paternity fraud. One of the things that we did not get a chance to go too much information into on our video that we recorded was the aspect Cedric asked at the very, very end. Wait a minute. So what happens if the lady of the night throws out a net?
Yeah.
And she catches 10 and say, it's every last one of y'all, because I don't know which one it is. Well, we didn't get a chance to go too much into detail with that because one, we were wrapping up the video, and two, I did not have the specific information from CLP Associates regarding that law because it was just enacted. Lay, L-E-Y, when you hear me say lay, L-E-Y 535 was enacted June 18th and published June 19, 2026. Today is August 21st, 2026. So it's a very new law. It specifically added paternity fraud provisions to Panama's penal code. Do you really think Panama's National Assembly created an entire law addressing this subject because nobody ever has this problem? Put your answer in the chat. Really? You think they came up with a law on June 18th, 2026 because this is not a problem? This is something Dub and Cass is making. For those that keep saying this seems like a soap opera, it seems like y'all just getting clicks.
You let that you feel some kind of way about that.
I'm just saying, or they looking for clicks, or they looking for. Do you think Dub and Cass got that much pull that we can make Panama come up with a law?
No. Hey, this one request that we do have. Hey, when you have a question tonight, can you put like 3 question marks before your question and then do your question so we could find it quickly in the chat? 3 question marks and then your question so we can find it in the chat.
So the existence of a new law doesn't tell us how common the conduct is. None of us will. None of us is going to know how frequent is this action. And that is not anything for us to prove to a particular person. But it certainly does tell us that the issue was serious enough that Panama said, we got to legislate this. We got to legislate this.
Because Vietnam didn't after Vietnam.
There you go.
They did
just as much a problem in the U.S. So we're discussing Panamanian law in hypothetical situations. In case you are just now joining us, salute for those that are just now joining us. Once again, we're not attorneys. We're not giving anybody individualized legal advice. We're not accusing any particular mother, father, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, or wife of committing a crime.
This ain't about accusing and this ain't about name dropping.
And we're definitely not deciding someone's paternity from the DemButlers YouTube channel.
No.
So if you're only watching us right now trying to make sure your name don't get said,
you ain't got to worry about it.
And go back.
And those who coming in who thinking we dropping somebody's name, that's not
you
going to
can
happen.
go ahead and go. You can go ahead and go. You can go ahead and go. I will say get you a Panamanian attorney and let's get into these laws. So here we go. Part 1, Lay 42. Lay 42. Everybody remember this. Lay 42. I'm going to tell you how you can remember it. You laid for 2. Literally, you laid for 2. You laid for 2.
This is Panama family law, y'all.
Family law. Lay 42 equals support. Support. That's the easiest way to remember what Lay 42 is. Lay 42 of 2012 is the General Child Support Law. And here's where some Americans, in particular, Americans is what we're going to talk about, are going to say, wait a minute, because Panama recognizes prenatal support. Lay 42 is the main one that starts with prenatal support. Dub?
Yes.
You've had a couple of babies.
Yeah.
And you were married. I
was.
wonder, my baby wasn't out there just hoeing. He wasn't out there diddling and daddling.
Well, I was, but I was married too. So, I'm a different man now.
About how far along was your wife when you found out that y'all were having a baby?
About 2-3 months.
So when most people hear, maybe there's a new young man out there that don't realize that, you don't know how the woman's body works. So in case you don't know, there's going to be a little biology. About every 28 to 31 days, a woman has this thing called a cycle. When she doesn't have that cycle, she may find that she may be expecting. Some women don't find out till about 6 to 8 weeks. They're about, as Dub just said, she was about 2 months expecting, maybe about 2 months alone. Late 42 says, from the moment she has found out she is with child, you can be put on child support. Brothers, how y'all feel about that? Seriously.
She can throw the net out there.
How you feel about that?
And put you on the hook. A group of y'all at the same time.
All that is required, those that are in front of a computer, I have no problem. Ley 42 of 2012. Pull it up. Read it with me. All that is required. Article 28, because I love receipts. When a person starts giving you receipts and addendums and declarations and page 102.
That's gonna beat that what I feel or I don't think.
But in the US, they don't.
You ain't in the US.
Article 28 says a pregnant woman may request prenatal support through a sworn declaration identifying the father of the unborn child before the competent judge. Let me translate that into Butler Brigade broken English. The baby don't have to be born yet. We're talking in utero. That's what that's called, in utero. She's with child. She has to do a sworn statement. Yana, I swear, this is all in Spanish, that John Doe is the father of my child.
He the pappy.
I swear. That is all that is required from her. We're going to go into further because I know some brothers sitting there going, wait a minute. And when I say brothers, I want that to be known. That's not to a nationality. I do brothers as men. Men. So I don't mean the black man. I mean men. So you got to say some of this sometime. The law describes prenatal support as financial support for the conceived child, provided through the pregnant woman to promote the child's development through pregnancy, birth, and lactation. For most men, lactation is a new word. Lactation is when the mother actually provides her breast to feed the child. So for some mothers, they prefer to actually breastfeed their child. And that's what they mean when they added their word. I'm just giving you all of it as the law says. I don't want nobody saying Cass added anything. In Article 29, the next one addresses expenses, including things such as medical care. Them doctor visits she's going to have to go to, that's medical care. Medication, iron vitamins, prenatal vitamins, gestational vitamins, all those different tests, when they have to do these different tests to make sure the child is okay. Delivery expenses. Well, we all know when the baby born, you're going to have delivery expenses. I mean, the child going to be here.
That's right, TNT.
And I can guarantee you, said mother is not going to want to go to the clinic that was by Parque Omar.
Well, first of all, nobody wants to go to the free clinic.
I can guarantee you, since she's not the one that's going to have to pay for this, she ain't going to no free clinic. You can go ahead and give that up. She going to Costa del Este, Pacifica Salute,
oh, absolutely,
the VIP suite.
I only want the best
with the wraparound view.
I only want the best because this is a come up.
That's what I need. Maternity clothing in circumstances specified by the law. Yeah, you met her with a butt hanging out, but now she needs maternity clothes. Yeah, I said
like every day.
I need clothes.
I mean, we need to stretch them clothes that you already got until you can't.
Furniture and clothing for the newborn that's not here yet. All of this is part of in utero and other qualifying needs of the newborn through the first 3 months after birth. So they're going, in utero is considered while the child is in the mother's belly until 3 months after. That's what in utero is considered as far as Panamanian law. And then as far as they're concerned, after 3 months, after the child is 3 months is when your official child support. Up until that time, you're doing in utero payments. In utero. So, men, listen, if you're thinking she can't get child support because the baby isn't even born yet, that's in America, right? Man, Cedric keeps saying, don't keep one of the things my husband keeps saying in every video, y'all gonna stop bringing that American mindset over here to Panama.
Because you ain't in America no more.
You're not in America. There was a lady that made a comment under the YouTube thing today saying, ain't no way they're gonna be able to take 48% because even in the US, the father got to be able to have means to live. Let's break that down too. Panama don't care nothing about the fact that you living in the JW Marriott, that you got the penthouse at whatever building tower, that you got the 360 wraparound porch, that you have a chef, a maid, that you eat out every day. Panama cares nothing about that. Nothing. It's not net expenses. It's capacity. I love capacity. Go to Google. Let's go to Google. Let's go to Google.
Y'all, don't you feel like this teaching aspect?
Because I love it. What does Google say the word capacity means? Capacity is the largest amount that a container or space can hold. It also means a person's mental or physical power to do something or the official role or job that a person has. So the largest amount that a container or space can hold. That's what the word capacity means, babe. Did the word capacity come anywhere in net?
No.
Did they say after you pay your penthouse, you paid for Chef Jose, you paid to go out and eat 5 days a week, you paid for your bills, you paid your electric, you paid that. That's what child support is based off of.
No.
They said capacity. How much you bring in. You don't have to argue with me. That's what the law says.
Yeah. First of all, y'all ain't got to argue with us at all. If y'all got a problem with that, take it up with the Panamanian consulate.
It says capacity. How much you are able to bring in. That net stuff is what you're used to in the U.S. That's U.S. You ain't in the U.S. no more. Yeah. You ain't in the U.S. U.S. when you go to child support, you able to show deducting. Yeah. Well, the daddy buy shoes and the daddy pay for dental and the daddy got that's U.S. You ain't in the U.S. That's not that. So child support is not 50-50. We can't say that. It's not even half. It's not 27. 20-80. It's not 70-30. Go ahead, baby.
Well, child support ain't really never been 50-50, period.
No, it hasn't. Even for all the men that's been paying.
That's right.
We're going to keep it moving. Article 30. Prenatal support is determined proportionally considering the financial capacity. There we go with that word. Of the person obligated to provide it and the needs of the pregnant woman and conceived child based on the evidence presented. Capacity. How much you bring in.
This Panamanian law. I just wanted to try to nip it in the bud before the keyboard warriors start. Hey, you ain't got to go back and forth with us because it don't matter about our opinion or your opinion. It matters how the word of the law here in Panama is written. And they don't care about opinions. Y'all
have questions, go ahead and drop them in comments. I am glancing up. up.
And please put 3 question marks in front of your question so we can spot it in the chat.
And please make sure that it's related to the topic. If it's just some random stuff, who's your attorney and who's your realtor, we'll get to those at the end. That's if we even have time for that. This was about the feedback from the video. That's what this live was. We do lives at least once a month. That's just on coming to Panama and that kind of thing. And we'll get to those. Okay. Now here comes the part that got everybody talking. How does a pregnant woman initiate prenatal support? Article 28 addresses that. A sworn declaration, as I said, identifying the alleged father. And this is where I need everybody to understand something. Sworn is the important part. This isn't, girl, I think that's Michael's baby. Whoever Michael is. If you Michael, I just made that up.
That's made up name.
Don't be, I think that's Vincent's baby. I think that's Hector's baby.
Javier.
I don't want Michael I don't want Michael wife looking at him going, what the heck? Ain't got nothing to do with that.
We making up names.
We're talking about a statement made in connection with a legal proceeding. But what if he is not the father? Surely y'all got that question, right?
I had that question the other day. I ain't the pappy.
What if he's not the father? Okay, this is different scenarios, and I'm going to be real honest with this. Is he not the father because Jane has never seen Hector a day in her life? Hector know for a fact, I ain't never met you, touched you, shook your hand. Girl, we ain't never seen each other ever in life. Okay? That's fraud. We're going to get to fraud, but I want you to hold that thought. Hold that thought. Is it there's 5 men and Hector is one of the 5 men, and I don't know which of those 5 men it is, meaning who can be the father, but I think it's Hector. So I'm going to name Hector. That's the one we're getting ready to talk about first. Okay? I told y'all about the one, I just done dropped and made up this name. But let's go with, I'm not really sure who the father is.
It could be a combination of people.
Here we go. Late 42 anticipated that. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, Menzies. They already thought about that. Article 28 says that when the sworn declaration used as the basis for prenatal support turns out to be false regarding the supposed father by virtue of DNA testing, the judge must send a copy of that proceeding to the Ministerio Publico, and the affected person may pursue a restorative action within criminal proceedings. Let me say that again. The law itself addresses negative DNA. So in this case, it's really not a soap opera, it's the law. That means in Panama, they do perform in utero DNA testing. In utero DNA testing can take up to 10 days. Most of the time it's back within 2 business days. Most of the time it's back within 2 business days. And we're going to get to the what if don't nobody want to submit DNA. We're going to talk about that part too. I'm just trying to keep us in order here. Focus here. All right. So it can come back in about 10 days. In about 10 days. In that time frame, if Hector ain't the daddy and he was one of the 5, and she said, oh, I just knew it was Hector, she hasn't committed any fraud. She hasn't committed any fraud. That's not fraud. Panamanian law says that's not fraud. She thought it was Hector. She slept with Hector. Hector had been over there. They did their thing. That's not fraud. Fraud to Panama is, I ain't never seen Hector. I don't know who Hector is. Hector ain't never touched this woman. Ain't never did nothing with this woman. She just pulled his name out of a hat. That's fraud. In Panama, that's fraud. You still ain't getting no money back though. Let's go ahead and just nip that in the bud.
Well, first of all, the law says it's criminal. So therefore, to get money back from somebody, that is a financial crime.
Yes.
Civil. It's civil. That's what I'm saying. So civil. There are no civil penalties.
She may be punished by law, and I'm going to get the exact date, up to 2 to 5 years and some days.
In jail.
So again, flat out committing fraud. I thought it was Hector because I slept with Hector and Hector slept with me. That's not fraud.
Okay.
That's not fraud.
And so here is the problem. Here's the real underlying problem. Said person, a young lady, has a job that she sleeps with many people. She don't got pregnant and she can go find 10 Americans that she don't slept with. Guess what? Y'all on the hook.
You're on the hook. Let's continue. There's all kinds of scenarios. What I said, the video we did earlier 2 weeks ago, we didn't get a chance to really go into detail because we have more information that came about. Suppose a woman honestly believes, I'm going to stick with Hector because the name I got here, we know some people by this name. Hector is the father. She identifies Hector. The DNA later says, Hector, you are not the pappy.
Oh, we on Maury.
That fact alone does not automatically mean throw her in jail. As I said, the DNA test proved Hector was not the father.
That's because Hector slept with her, but he ain't the pappy.
Intent matters more than the paternity fraud case. What was her intent? Was her intent to defraud Hector, or did Hector really sleep with her? So all y'all men out there that really are sleeping with women, she didn't defraud you by you not being the pappy. She thought, because y'all slept together, that you really could have been the daddy. That's what she thought. We're not done. We're not done. Lay 535 of 2026. Remember the one I told you, lay 42 equals support? I said you lay for 4, you lay for 2 support. Lay 535 equals paternity fraud. This law is brand new because Panama has already seen that there could be some possibility of women of the night just defrauding men, just straight blaming men.
Running game.
It was enacted June 18 of 2026. Now, the reason we're really doing this is to also help the men out there understand. A woman who was going to defraud you, straight defraud you, is hoping you don't know anything about lay 535.
Correct.
Think about this, my brothers. If you slept with me, and I'm not telling you about this, but you didn't know anything about lay 535 and me just lying, and I say, well, hey, I tell you what, you pay me $500 a month. We just let this be a wash.
I won't make you pay child support.
You will never hear from me again.
Like they do in the States.
So I go to Hector, I go to Jose, I go to Juan, I go to Michael. I get all of y'all to pay me $500 a month.
Ooh, she got about 20.
That is why lay 535 was around. It actually was to prevent that person from defrauding you. That is why they sit there and go, you ain't getting no money back. If she happened to have ran game on you for 2 years before you finally said, you know what? Let me do a DNA test on this baby.
Mm-hmm. But see, a lot of fellas, if they get caught up in the net and they don't want to, they looking at, oh man, I could pay this X amount of money, or I could just go ahead and break her off some little change.
Because $500 a month, when you're thinking about 48%. Most men said that, I give that girl $500 a month to leave me the heck alone.
I ain't gonna miss that.
I will give you $500 a month to leave me alone.
So
you don't realize that she got 4 or 5 people paying her $500 a month. The ladies of the night got bigger. They got a bigger game. You playing checkers, they playing chess. You thinking, oh, it's only $20 for this experience. There's a reason.
Well,
there's a reason.
It's actually 40, but
there's a reason.
So I'm told.
They're gonna let that guard down, and eventually there won't be any birth control being used, and eventually there's gonna be a pregnancy. Eventually. They can't do that on day one. They ain't stupid. They gotta, let's get some time in.
You know, when you're fishing and you're letting the fish take the hook.
Let's get some time in. Time in might be 4, 5, 6 months before all of a sudden there's no birth control being used because you trust her, she trusts you. Okay. Keep going. What does paternity fraud mean? We're gonna keep it moving. I'm dropping these receipts for a reason. Because one thing I don't do is argue with people.
You got to.
I don't argue with people. And the aesthetic likes to say the loudest person don't have no proof. That's just what they feel.
Well, actually, the loudest person normally don't have nothing to say. They just loud.
Just loud over there typing. Just typing. Article 211A covers conduct including inducing a man to recognize a child who isn't biologically his, concealing, altering, or falsifying information about a true biological paternity, or deliberately maintaining the deception where moral or financial harm results. It was I just gave the example of. I know you are not anywhere near gonna be the father of this. Matter of fact, might even be no doggone child. I mean, I'm just being real. You just sending $500. You ain't even seen no child. I mean, you just want her to go away.
Yeah, but that's
totally defraud.
That happens.
Totally defraud.
No, she's fooling you because if she is pregnant, she hasn't committed fraud. We're
not talking about I genuinely believe Tyrone was the father and DNA proved me wrong. We're talking about conduct involving deception. That is the only way that there will be a criminal aspect attached to it is it was flat fraud. Flat fraud.
But you don't get no money back.
You don't get no money back. She may be, and again, this was just done June 18, 2026. No one has been prosecuted under this law.
Yet.
No one. So good luck with that. All right, we're gonna move it on. Let's get this. Let's do some more hypotheticals. There we go. Let me see here. I got. Keep it moving. We got. Sorry.
You got all kind of notes over here, man.
I do. Tyrone is dating Maria. Maria becomes pregnant. Maria genuinely believes Tyrone is the father. DNA says Tyrone ain't the pappy. He ain't. That doesn't automatically establish intentional paternity fraud. Everybody got that. Everybody understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Maria knows Tyrone could be the daddy. Carlos could be daddy.
Manny, Mo, and Jack.
Michael could be the daddy. She had a busy day that day. She had a busy week that week.
Well, yeah, I'm about to say the week because the day is hard to lock down.
Supposed evidence showed that she intentionally concealed the uncertainty and deliberately said Tyrone is legally the child's father. But she know there are two other men out there that could have been. Now we got a very different legal question because the new law specifically addresses intentional deception concerning biological paternity. And that is how the net is cast. That is how you can be getting paternity DNA testing to you because Maria is trying to make sure she's not a part of the fraud situation. If I don't tell the judge that during that week, there's the potential for being 3, 4, 5 more fathers, I can't adamantly say it is 100% Tyrone's when there were 5 more men that week. Everybody keeping up with me on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So that is also how you can be in the net. That is why I was telling Cedric in that video, yeah, I mean, if the net is thrown, you could potentially find yourself in DNA testing so that Maria can adamantly say it's Tyrone's. I wasn't sure because there were 4 more men that week. I wasn't sure.
And can I throw
Go
something
ahead.
And I'm speaking as a fellow. If I'm in this scenario, hypothetically speaking, I know that if I could throw her some cash to get my name up out of this because she don't warn me that's what she gonna do, I'm gonna do it.
There you go.
Because I got way too much to lose.
As I said, the money that you've paid, anything you've done is not coming back. The law says Article 211A provides penalty 2 to 5 years in prison plus 100 to 500 dias multa. That's additional days. And the law provides increased penalties under certain aggravated circumstances, including when the fraud continues for more than 5 years. So if she happened to defraud your butt for 5 years or more, when 2 or more minors are affected, I want this to be very clear, y'all. Panama ain't came up with this law because they didn't have nothing to do. Don't y'all find it strange that they even talking about that there are 2 or more minors? What did I say about the game of if the woman can get 2, 3 kids up out the situation, she got to come up. She has a come up.
Oh, I mean, it'll change her life. Because, if the average Panamanian makes less than $700 a month and you about to pay $4,000, $5,000, yeah, gonna have a couple kids. Yeah.
There's another side to the 211, Article 211B. I was reading to you 211A. Basically, it's gonna lock her up 2 to 5 years.
For intentional fraud.
Intentional fraud. 211B says that a man who recognizes a child knowing there is no biological relationship, I claimed him,
but he ain't mine.
I want this to be very clear. Situations of this has occurred in plenty of relationships. The man know good and doggone well. He even looking at that child sideways. Me and her wasn't even together during the time she talking about that this baby got conceived.
But I was in the net.
But he gonna claim it. Or even, situations in the USA have been like this. Married men have claimed children with their wife because to keep the family together. When they know good and doggone well she stepped out and that child is not his. He know it. But Panama law says if you claim a child, knowing there is no biological relationship, criminal responsibility under this offense when he does so freely, expressly, and knowingly without deception, error, fraudulent inducement. In other words, in plain English, if you know you're not the biological father and you knowingly volunteer, you choose to recognize that child anyway, that's fundamentally different. You're not tricked. If you come to find out 5 years later, you now want to get a DNA test, but you've recognized the child up until then, you've picked up the child, you done bounced the child on your knee, y'all done went and took Christmas pictures, y'all do the matching sleepers on Christmas Day. Panama said, you can't come back and talk about DNA test. He's not mine. They don't recognize that if you claimed them, now he's proven to be not mine. You don't get anything back for that. You claimed them, you recognized them. Oh well, you should have did it in utero. Everybody on that one? Okay. Here's something else I really like about the new law. The child doesn't lose their fundamental rights because these adults done made a mess. Article 8 says a declaration of paternity fraud doesn't affect the child's fundamental rights. The child retains state protection and the right to know their true affiliation. And that's important because whatever mom did, whatever dad did, whatever the possible daddy number 2, 3 did, the child didn't do anything. So, as always, we're going to always sit there and say we're not going to attack amount of children on what the adults did. Lay 42, in simple terms, Panama says children have a right to financial support and prenatal support can begin at birth. Lay 535, Panama now specifically criminalizes certain intentional deception concerning biological paternity. That's it, support and fraud, 2 different laws, 2 different purposes, but they have a huge interest. Now let's talk about this. Whew. Got them. Oh, let me see. We got anything? Oh, the baiting effect. Okay, Alicia, the baiting effect. Yeah, I agree with that. You can bait.
Oh, no, it's a business.
It is a business. I do. So we want to hear from you. Should prenatal support be available before DNA establishes paternity?
Well, I'm going to say no, but I bet it is.
Put it in chat. Yes or no? No, I'm saying should it?
Oh.
Should it? Should prenatal support? It don't really matter how you feel about it. Panama law says they do in utero support. But I'm just saying, do you feel like they should put you on it?
But they shouldn't put me on anything.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
They're thinking. Waiting on some of them to come in. Let's see. Come on, y'all, wake up. Y'all still there?
Oh, they exorbitant info. They talking amongst themselves.
Is everybody in shock right now?
Nah, I ain't in shock. It ain't gonna affect me.
Everybody in shock? Should it be established?
So here's the thing about so far what we talked about. Fellas, you got to be careful who you've associated yourself with because the net can be big without any harm to her.
That's correct. That's correct. What do you think is worse? Being put on child support for a child that's not yours, or having to go tell your wife that you don't slept with this woman.
And it's a possibility. That conversation with your wife is going to be horrible. That's the worst of the two.
Yeah.
It is. Because at some point, child support will end. But when you had that conversation, y'all might end.
Yeah. I think so too. I think it's hard. I mean, some of the comments I was seeing from some of the wives on the video was when we were jokingly talking about that man gonna be left with 2%. They're sitting there talking about, no, that ain't no joke. I'm out. Mm-hmm. I'm out. He gonna have to deal with it. I think some people here, they're gonna have a hard time, and maybe some didn't realize, and we've said this over and over again, Panama has some of the most beautiful women. They really do. And hey, y'all, all these women are not ladies of the night. So just because we talk about that, they're just beautiful Latin women.
We could talk about the lady that works at McDonald's behind the counter.
Or just beautiful Latin women. And whether that man is single or whether he's married, obviously we're going on the married men because that's the ones that we were talking about. That is a product. I mean, intimacy is what grown people do. So that's what the relationship gears toward. That's where you go. So I think that for some men to come here to Panama, they really didn't think about the fact of, and I don't know why, we keep saying diddling and daddling. What do you think happens when you diddle and daddle? I mean, literally, what do you think happens?
Unprotected, you get caught up, which again, I keep saying it's surprising that in 2026 at our older age, you going in unprotected when you got so much you need to protect. So much you need to protect. You got so much. This is not USA law.
It's not USA. Ain't no net. Panama is smart as a country. And I meant that wholeheartedly when I responded to this other lady who basically said, it's going to be after your expenses. And baby, you talking about USA.
Yeah.
That's USA.
So y'all, so in other words, Panama deals in gross. And it doesn't care who eating away at what you bring in on the net. They operate on the gross.
Again, like I said, they realize they're not crazy. If you show you bring in $15,000 a month, Panama realize you're going to sit there and go, you got $14,000 in expenses. So she's going to have to figure out what she can do with this 1,000.
No, you're going to have to figure out your life.
She's going to have to figure out what she can do with this 1,000. They going to say, now, bro, you don't have to be in that $3,500 a month condo. And no, you don't need the chef at $600 a week. And no, you don't need this and you don't need that. That's what you're going to have to adjust your lifestyle. You got to adjust yours. You don't get to show. We're not basing child support off of the net. Every man around will sit there and say he don't make no money. Just dumb. No, sorry. Whoever you were, nah, that don't even make no sense. That's not how that goes, you know. There was another one that I wanted to definitely make sure I brought up. Let me get this one here. It was.
Are you answering questions off YouTube?
Yeah, some of the questions off YouTube.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's see. What was it? I think it was this one here. Oh, somebody got one. It's a hard one. Keep dropping this knowledge. Thank you, Alicia. I will. I think some need to hear. To the ladies that happen to be over the age of 55, let's just go to you are menopause. And I'm just throwing that number out there. I realize that menopause can happen at any time. There are 35-year-old women that's in menopause, and there are 70-year-old women that haven't had menopause yet. Do you find, look at me. I know, hey, there's a 63-year-old woman that just had a baby.
Oh.
Literally, she birthed a child. She's not in menopause yet.
Wow.
I hope.
Who knew that was a question? Hey, girl.
I hope men didn't think that.
Oh, yeah, we did. At a certain age. Hey,
men, y'all thought there was a certain age for menopause?
Yeah, about 50, you good. Hey, I'm going to tell you. Yeah. I thought so. Hey, you in the 50s, you good.
Okay. We're going to have to help the guys, ladies. Just like a cycle doesn't start at a certain age, and I mean this wholeheartedly. There's no magical 14, 15, 16, they're 8-year-old little girls. They get cycles. That means a cycle doesn't end because she's 50.
Wait, I gotta come to the guys' defense here, and I gotta tell you why the genders are different in our beliefs. We don't tell women anything about their body because we don't know about y'all bodies, and that's most of us. Unless we've been trained, we're a doctor. But y'all want to tell us about men. You ain't never been a man a day in your life, and y'all assume certain things about men that ain't true. But y'all convince yourself that, and y'all go, well, this is gospel because this is what I think. Hey, you're wrong. Most guys, man, we're totally ignorant about the female process in your biology. All we know is that, hey, it look good. We going in there and we thinking that, hey, you a certain age, we good.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
For real. I'm just being real.
But to the guys that have, and I think you and I, we threw this question out there at the end. I said, do you think this would stop the philandering man? So I'm talking about the married man, because a single man can't philander. A single man can go dilling and dalling and whatever he wants to do.
Philander means you're getting money or some kind of proceeds from.
No, I meant the man who is intentionally out seeing women other than his spouse.
No, that's never gonna stop, because you got Tyrone that's out there who got 8 baby mamas and he looking for the 9th. It's never gonna stop. Ever. As long as there's desire in somebody, and as long as that they can get deceit from somebody else, it ain't gonna never stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree. I do agree with that. I do feel, and if you're not here in Panama yet, you happen to still be in the US, or if you've come to Panama and you left, that's where it started saying Panama has very beautiful women. They have very beautiful women. Everybody in Panama is not a working woman. Let's get that very clear. That's just a horrible stereotype that you could possibly ever say. Some women are just beautiful women. They're just gorgeous, and men are going to want to date gorgeous women. I would sit there and say that I think some men come to another country and they let their guard down. They let their guard down sexually, emotionally, financially. You know, you go places your butt shouldn't even be trying to have your butt over there going to. And that thinking she won't do this. She would never do this. And that, who says that? I mean,
she won't never. What do you mean?
Try to trap me, get a baby with me.
Well. See, first of all, I disagree with that one too, because guys has the most to lose in that situation. So those who are smart, one or two camps, they're not going to even dip into that because they're not going to get themselves trapped. Or those who do dip into that, they try to be as careful as possible. Okay. And all it takes is one slip up. Yeah. And it don't even take a slip up from that guy.
It don't.
He could get caught in the net, and then now he gonna get exposed.
We don't. You know, the question was, has protection gone away? And by that, they mean condoms. Absolutely, they have not. And I personally feel that I don't care if you were single, married, or whatever. I'm going to say this to the end of time, and Cedric and I both keep saying this. This conversation is not about what you do in your marriage. We could care less. There are different dynamics to marriages. There are marriages of convenience. There are marriages of status. There are marriages with no love. There are marriages that are open. We're not the one to sit there and tell another couple what their marriage is about. That's not what this conversation is even or ever going to be. But one thing about it, you would be foolish as a married or single man to be diddling and daddling and don't have no condom on. I mean, it just would be crazy.
You're playing Russian roulette.
Why?
You got the Russian roulette. You got the gun to your head.
What is it that you think could possibly beneficial come out of this? And then if you go to the fact of, I know some people sit there and going, well, then if he had a vasectomy, what does a vasectomy have anything to do with STDs?
Sure, nothing. You can get the package.
You still got STDs out there.
That's right.
And if you are knowingly, willingly paying for extracurricular activities, why are you even diddling and daddling without being protected? Yeah, a lot of the ladies of the night, I have been told. I don't know. I've never really actually talked to them, but even when I was in, you see them sometimes inside the hotels and stuff. You're hearing that they're Venezuelan, Colombian.
Okay, for research for this particular article, yours truly has gone out there to do some independent research, and
you better clear that up, because folks getting ready to think that you don't win with a hooker.
No, I'm saying that
you better clear it up.
You can go online, man. Did you know they're in the classifieds here in the paper? In the classified, they're right under classified where it says professional relations. There's a whole section because it's legal.
It is legal,
and they're from Panama, they're from Colombia, they're from various countries in South America. Some are from Europe that's come over. They're everywhere. Even from the States. Mm-hmm. Even from the States. Because when you get here, it's legal. It's a job.
It is a job.
They pay taxes.
It is a job. But I'm going to probably say, I don't care how good you are at their profession, being a baby mama here in Panama from an American man going to pay you more.
Again, that's right. But see, now you got a target-rich environment, because now you've been with this dude long enough, you know he can afford your fee.
And that's what I was saying. That's why I said there's going to be a point that you're going to be set up men from the U.S. and you don't think this, there got to be something in you that's going to sit there and go, it's not going to be on date one. This lady ain't crazy. She ain't going to sit there and say, you don't have to put that condom on. You ain't got to think that. It's going to be months into it. She going to sit there and go, you don't have to even pay me this time. She going to let your guard down. And you being so damn stupid sometimes. They're gonna be like,
I was a big dummy.
I didn't even have to pay her this time.
She loves me and she catching feelings.
I didn't even have to pay her. Ooh,
no, because you about to pay.
She really liked me. And then she now know that you gonna not pay her this time. The next time you ain't gotta put that on. We good. It's just been me and you for 4 months. Yeah.
Hey, simple fact, and I'm speaking to the ladies here. Hey, ladies, did you know that because the average income is below $700 a month, that a dude can retire the average lady here in Panama for $250 a week, which is $1,000 a month? She'll make $1,000 a month with an American, or go to work 6 days a week, 48 hours a week, and get less than $1,000. The money here is staggering. And then when you go to other countries, I know we're talking Panama, but you go to other countries such as Vietnam, Thailand, other places, it's even worse than that.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. So it's the whole, we started this for those that came in later and was saying, how did this even come about, Kaz? It seemed like this seemed to be messy. Y'all going into some messiness. No, this was brought to me from said persons months ago. February time, months ago. One person first. And he had a concern as to, had I heard or do I know anything about child support? And actually he said, I'm sure you heard I'm having a child. That's what he actually said. You just want to be truth about it. And I said, I'm thinking, I know I'm familiar with his wife. And I know good and doggone well she ain't having no baby, just based on age.
See, there you go. The age thing. I told you most guys think, hey,
just based on age.
You in 50-something.
And so I said, huh? And I go, oh, you're getting ready to be grandparents. And he said, no, I'm having a baby. And I said, oh, scratching my head. And then I said, no, I'm not familiar with that area. But what I would suggest is that you seek a family immigration attorney. He said, yeah, a family attorney. He said, I reached out to my immigration attorney and they only handle immigration. So this is a soft plug. But when you all go get these immigration attorneys,
you need a law firm.
You might want to get you a law firm because you can find yourself in other legal ramifications. You really can. And now you're going to have to go hire another attorney.
That means
and
pay
so
another
then
retainer.
He basically said, I don't really want to have too many conversations with our immigration attorney because of the fact that obviously she knows my wife as well. So I said, well, CLP Associates, soft plug, is a complete firm. They're a firm. I mean, they do everything. Family, criminal, corporate, tax, real estate,
divorce.
They do it all. They're a firm. They are a firm. And he said, okay, I'm going to have to contact them. Again, just like I said, that's February. That's why I said by now, his child should be here. Another gentleman basically reached out. I guess those two had been in communication and was like, hey, I'm going to need a connection with somebody at CLP. Do you know who I need to talk to in regards to child support? Gave the same information. And then somebody else, it was a matter of a third party came over with them and introduced them to me to say, said person is having a child. Can you help them out? So I said all that to say, all three scenarios said man came to me. I was now talking to no one. They came to me to ask me information in regards to feeling like I guess that I'm the person that has a lot of the connections here in Panama. And I will never, in case you missed it and you joined in later, disclose who those people happen to be. That's not my area. That's not my right. And that's just plumb being messy. As a matter of fact, as far as I feel, that's just being messy.
And those fellas who are so afraid that she's going to drop a dime on you as far as your name, she ain't done that. She ain't going to do that. So I appreciate that. I appreciate it from you that you don't try to treat her wrong because you don't done wrong. And that's dumb.
So there was some fallout in regards to, I don't know, for whatever reason, I guess the men done got caught up and they're so afraid that I'm going to say something. Like I said, this happened back in February. This is just on y'all. We're just not doing this video in August. Add it up. If I wanted to be messy, I could have did a video way back in February. I could have did that. I could have did this way back in February if I wanted to be messy. It wasn't about being messy. It was about having information. This law passed in June. I wanted to make sure that I had all the information before we did this video in regards to child support. Everybody that's coming here may not necessarily be married. There's some single. We have some, y'all realize we got a whole group of 35-year-old millennials in our WhatsApp group, 35-year-old millennials. We need to make sure that we are letting them know that this ain't America. This ain't America. And you having a child here could really change a situation on you thinking it's going to be like the USA.
Okay. Now let me steer this bus back.
Go ahead, babe.
Because I don't know where we're going from this point.
That's it.
Oh, no, because you got to talk about you trying to escape once the net gets rolled.
Yes, right.
Oh, no, this the part that folks need to hear.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you said you wanted to finish up. You said you
I was bringing it back.
Okay.
You about to wrap it up. Man, there's so much more.
No, so some people then threw it out there and said, when the fish grease get hot, they were just gonna just turn the stove off and run. I mean, like, honestly, like, I ain't throwing my fish in that doggone grease. This stuff is hot. And you may feel, I'll just leave the country. There's repercussions around that. So it's going to depend on where you are in the variable. So let's say we're going to start with the initial WhatsApp message of, hey, we need to talk. Hey, big head. Hey, we need to talk.
She texted, yeah.
Hey, we need to talk. And now y'all go meet up and talk. And she says, I'm with the child. And you the pappy. And you go, I ain't no way I'm the daddy.
Delete block.
And I know I ain't the only one that you been with. I don't know.
No, he gonna say all that. Delete block. He gonna delete block.
All the mess. Well, she's standing there in front of him.
Oh, yeah.
I said that y'all done met up. So if that's the case, Panama law can require you to have a DNA test. No one person can state they're not going to have the in utero DNA test. The mother who's holding said child cannot say she's not going to have it, nor can the net that's been cast say they're not going to have it. They can hold you in contempt and they can throw you in jail until you have this DNA test. And if you've never seen Panamanian jail, I guarantee you're going to want to have this doggone DNA test. If you hiding from your wife, you ain't going to want to be in that jail.
Nah.
You're going to go ahead and tell her.
Because she got to feed you. Because they don't feed you, y'all.
I'm telling you, if you haven't seen Panamanian jail, the course of action is the judge will order all parties to do the DNA test in utero. Test can come back within 2 days up to 10 days. In that time, there is no child support because there is no paternity established. If Maria don't know who could possibly be the pappy and she done named 10 of y'all, well, if some of y'all are married, you might have to have a conversation with your wife.
Facts.
And sometimes, like Cedric and I said, that conversation could be very uncomfortable. First off, half y'all damn husbands can barely speak Spanish. First off.
Well, they use the translator.
You know where to put your wee-wee, but you don't know how to talk. So you're going to have to go talk to your doggone wife anyway, because you ain't going to know what them papers say and where you got to go. You rarely order the dang Uber, and you don't know where no dang businesses are here in Panama.
Those said fellas, most of them use the translator, so they good with the translator.
So
trust me.
I'm just saying. So when them papers get brought to you, you ain't gonna know what the heck to do. So you gonna be stuttering like Joe was yesterday, trying to figure out what the heck to eat. What does this even say?
Joe was stuttering
in the song "Stutter."
Oh.
So I'm telling you now. Y'all married men, you're going to have to take it further than anyway, because you're going to sit there with them papers and go, baby, what this say? Baby, what this say? So you're going to go ahead and tell it.
You got some official paperwork. You better not go to your wife, but what's this say?
You're going to have to go get the DNA test. Upon the DNA test, that is when paternity is then established, and that is when the in utero will start. Now, the net been cast. It's either one man or it's 10.
No, it's one man.
I'm saying
who get caught in the net? She's
a working woman. While we're doing the DNA test, baby, slow down. Let me do my part. You told me to do it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
All y'all in the net. You got your papers. Panama now has had you turn over your passport. Everybody. You're not leaving this country. You're not going to Cuba. You're not going to Costa Rica. You're not going to the U.S. until this DNA test comes back. You have to relinquish your passport, go take the test. Once the test results are back, they will give you back your passport if you are removed as the potential father. If you are removed as the potential father, somebody talking about that's why I have three passports.
It don't matter. They're
Okay.
gonna freeze you.
Okay. If you think that's gonna work, go on and go. You go ahead and run.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
Your name gonna be flagged from the get-go.
So, any rules, they will take said passport until paternity is established. Once paternity is established, because we all realize one baby can't have 9 pappies. Everybody realize. Sorry, everybody realize that.
Yes.
All right. So your other 9, y'all gonna try to make up with your wife who done kick you out on the couch because she's still mad about why you had to go take a DNA test.
Wait. First of all, most
She's
guys
still
are
mad.
not going to tell their wife.
Oh, I'm telling you they are.
I promise you they're not.
I'm telling you they are.
Why would you think that?
Because most of the husbands that are here in Panama are very much comfortable with the fact that their wife is the decision maker in regards to navigating and doing things Panama. He don't know how to hire an attorney. Hence, and the reason I say this, the 2 that approached me didn't even go talk to their wife yet. And I know that's why they approached me first.
Wait, hold on. And that proves what I just said. They're not going to talk to their wife. They approach you. They didn't talk to their wife. And I guarantee you, their wife will be. I'm a man now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a man. So don't tell me what a man going to do. A man who think he about to get caught, he got nothing to lose by contacting everybody else but his wife. Because he knows when he contact her, he's already in trouble.
TZ Mario said, I don't think they're going to tell.
They're not.
Men will hide it as much as possible.
Absolutely. I'm a man. See, and again, you looking at it from a woman's perspective on what a man should do. I'm looking at it from a man who I've been all my life. And first of all, he ain't gonna talk to her. And you think that he needs her to do all this legal stuff. No, he don't found the girl without her. He don't talk to the girl without her. He don't slept with the girl without her. So believe me. Or no, he in the net. He might not necessarily be the baby daddy.
He in the net.
So he's gonna do the DNA test and she won't know nothing about it unless he the pappy.
What that finger?
I'm sorry. Oh, I can't do the shark. Hey, remember the shark hand, y'all? I can't do the shark hand. I got the wrong hat on.
Get your finger out my face.
I want to do the shark hand.
Okay.
But anyway.
So if he's not gonna tell, okay, so now DNA test done came back. Everybody got that. There's only one pappy. The other 9 get their passports back. They get their passports back. The one who is the pappy, he don't get his passport back until the child support order is in place. Once the child support order is in place, he will now get his passport back. I want that to be very clear. So you're not going to run and let's just say your butt gets away. Let's just say you happen to be sitting at the coffee corner with a girl and she say, we need to talk. And you go, we need to talk about. Okay. And she go, hey, I got a child coming. And as soon as your butt get back home, you pack up every doggone thing in them 2 suitcases and you tell your baby, we gotta go. First off, like it's gonna probably be some weird mess between you and your wife because she's trying to figure out what the heck is you. I mean, that ain't gonna work like that. You're not gonna just run like that.
Well, first of all, it ain't gonna work like that. So when the dude's having the conversation with the said baby mama,
yes,
and she say, hey, I think this is yours, he gonna say, well, I don't think it is mine because I know you've been with all these other dudes, and you just gonna have to prove it to me first. And he gonna go with that. All right, so he's gotta give his passport up. Wife ain't gonna know nothing about that. Because she didn't know about when he was sleeping with her.
No, but that wasn't the part I was talking about. I think maybe you didn't hear me. I said for the guy that thinks he's going to jump before there is a DNA test.
What I'm saying,
as soon as she says,
what I'm saying is that guy doesn't have to jump. He's gonna play this like dice. Mm-hmm. He's gonna go if it's a group of dudes.
I was giving it to the men. Somebody had said, "I'll just run" in the comments. You didn't see it.
Okay.
You didn't see it.
I'm sorry.
They said, "I'll just run." I'm going logically. If you are married, no married man is going to just be able to come home from the initial meeting of the girl at the coffee shop. He ain't gonna be able to just come home and go, "Hey, baby, we leaving."
Okay, but most men aren't going to run. That one person might run, but the other 9, they ain't gonna run. They gonna be like, odds are this ain't gonna be my baby.
And you're just not gonna be. Most men can't just come. I'm looking at our dog. Most men just can't come here talking about 30 minutes ago. He just met this girl talking about, I think I might be the pappy, and you just gonna come in the house and be like, hey, baby, we leaving. And you think your wife ain't gonna say nothing. Now, said gentleman that put that comment up, totally different situation, I guess, if you single and you backpacking and you living in the hostels and you only got one rolling suitcase.
So he broke like that?
Well, no, I'm just saying, you travel.
Hostel. Well, but
you travel. So if you rolling from backpack to backpack and you sitting there going, shit, she ain't gonna find me. You might be able to get to the airport before she finds you. I give you that. Mm-hmm. You just might. Mm-hmm. But you would have to be very silly to sit here and think that there's not technology in this day and time. I mean, y'all,
we all know that.
And at some point, and everybody sit there and say, at some point, somebody is going to be tapping you on your shoulder at the airport when you get ready to travel someplace because you now have a hold against your passport that Panama needs you here.
Hey, fellas, put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me when I say this. That day ain't the day, and I'll deal with it when it happens. But,
I said that.
But today, I'm out.
I said that. We're both saying the same thing. Yeah. His whole statement was, "I'll just run."
Right. I got you, but you're focusing on that one thing.
And my wings.
And I'm telling you, more guys will not do that.
Yes, they're going to track you. At some point, they're going to track you, and they're going to not as extradite you. Extradite you is come pull you up out your doggone house and pull you back. At some point, you're gonna go to the airport, and once they see that Panama has a hold on you, you're going to have to come back. I mean, you want to say that's extraditing the time, but some people you can sit there and just go, you're going to have to come back.
That's extradition.
You're going to have to come back to Panama.
Thank you.
You're going to have to come back to Panama. And I personally feel that there is probably nothing worse. Let's just go back to them high school days.
Okay.
When some young girl done told some jock or whatever that he leaving, and she say, hey, I'm pregnant. And he's gonna go, hey, my baby. Mm-hmm. And he done left the situation. Mm-hmm. He done left it. This ain't my baby. You might be pregnant, but it ain't mine. You can't sit there and tell me that there is not an uncomfortableness in that man, in the pit of his stomach at some point. He's never been proven to not be the daddy. He just told her, I ain't the daddy.
Wait.
Ain't nobody ever proved to him he ain't the daddy.
Wait. So do you think there's not an uncomfortableness when that same dude was sleeping with the girl? Because he know he can get caught. So that same uncomfortable, it didn't change.
Right.
It's still there. So
if the man suspected it's his, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
He will figure out a creative why to support the child without the wife knowing. No need for child support. Yes and no. However, did you not hear our part in regards to you don't get credit for gifting anything here in Panama. You don't get credit. And if she ever decides that little piece of change you breaking off, it ain't going to be 48%. Let's just put it that way.
That's correct. It won't be.
So the only way that woman is going to be comfortable with your piece of change is if she running game on multiple men.
That's correct.
I think we all got that, right?
Yep.
I mean, she going to be fine with your piece, your 250, your 500, your whatever.
And that's why it's okay for the married dude. He's like, okay, got to pay to play. So I'm gonna break her off $300-400 a month. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna do no child support, and my wife, who could take 50%, ain't gonna leave. I'm good. In fact, that might be less than what I've been paying her when we were tricking.
So for all of the women that's in the chat, we had this conversation with a table full of other couples. Husband is proven to be the pappy. It's his. All that scenario, all this hypothetical shit, we passed that. I'm sorry, stuff. He the pappy. He is the pappy. Okay?
This is the 2% talk.
He's the pappy. And 48% is going to come out. We're just going to put it there. Cedric likes to say, let's go worse.
48%.
It can be 20 to 48.
And the reason I say worst, ladies, guys, we always think worst case scenario. If this happens to me and I got to pay child support and Panama says the max I'm going to pay is 48%, I'm going to put my mind and say, hey, they're going to charge me 48%.
So everybody that's married, think about what y'all bring in. A capacity That was the word. I educated y'all an hour ago when my husband was laughing about the vocabulary words. Capacity is max. Capacity ain't net. What y'all bring in, max. That's IRA, TSP, stocks, savings, inheritance,
properties
that you own, them real estate properties. It's beyond his VA, Social Security, and pension. Oh my gosh. If only. Capacity. You getting ready to lose 48% of that. You staying? Where you going?
Who? You asking the wife?
Wives only. I only want wives. Give me a 1, I'm staying. 2, I'm out of there. Okay. Or you can just say I'm out.
And see,
1, I'm staying. 2, I'm out.
And the guys in question, the guys in question, they already know that their wife is going to be out. That's why she is going to be the last to know. You are never going to go tell her this is happening to you right now. She going to have to find out.
2, you're out. A lot of 2s. And ladies, please know, no one here is prejudging anyone. If you in, you in. We understand that. Hey, there's a whole lot of people that sit there and go, it was to death do us part. Sickness and in health. I understand that. Please believe. I'm just wondering, can somebody, okay.
And see, ladies, I understand.
I don't think there's on a man that is sitting here that is shocked to see them 2.
No, we absolutely not. But you need to understand and not be shocked to know that we're never going to tell you. There's no benefit to the guy to come out and tell you up front, because the same thing in the end is gonna happen. If I told you at the beginning, you're out, and if I told you at the end, you're out. So why would I tell you? I would never tell you, even if they had my passport and I'm sweating every day. You'll never know. I mean, sweating like a hostage. It ain't gonna happen.
So at what point, when there's 48% of the doggone money gone?
No, the when you find out is when the legal authorities come to the house where we staying at. That's when you gonna find out. Because look, doing it any other way is for the guy, he's looking at it as dumb. Mm-hmm. I'm cutting off my nose in spite of my face. You're going to have to find out. You're not going to hear from me. And I know you ladies are going, some of y'all are going to say, well, if you'd have just told me, you still going to go. So we ain't going to do that. Guys are not going to do that. We don't use feelings. Y'all are the emotional side of the, we use logic. If logic tells me you're going to leave, if I tell you, and you're going to leave, if I don't tell you, I might as well don't tell you and see if you ever find out.
All right. So let's talk about this. Ladies, same ladies. Ladies, guys, I'm going to ask y'all a question here in a minute. Ladies only. Ladies only. He is found out to not be the pappy, but he was in that net. He was one a minute. And in order to be in that net, now I want this to be very clear. She didn't pin nothing on him. He really was in the net. He diddled and dabbled. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. Ladies, are you staying or are you leaving? Same question. 1 staying, 2 leaving.
Wait. Before y'all answer that, how you gonna know? You're not gonna know that.
He had to take the DNA test.
But you still don't know that.
I'm just saying he happens to whatever.
If he don't tell you he's doing all that, you're never going to know.
But I'm just going with this scenario. He did tell. I'm talking to the ladies. In this scenario, he did tell you.
He's not though. Y'all keep going scenarios to what guys are gonna do, and I keep telling you, y'all keep thinking what guys are gonna do.
1 stand.
But y'all thinking emotionally. Guys are not like that. I'm gonna tell y'all, as a man, I would never tell you.
Cause he's caught up in stupid too. Yeah. I think that
there's no reason.
If by chance it was found out because of the fact that the others in the net, what I'm getting at is, say in this scenario.
Okay. Well, you wait before you say that. You keep wanting to make it where the guy is going to talk.
No, I'm not. I'm not making a guy talk.
Okay.
You weren't let me there.
Okay.
The net thrown. And the reason that I can say it like this is because I know for a fact this is how some of the things happen. When the men have found out that there's a lady of the night that is good in her skills, they have started to pass that lady around amongst the men. Mm-hmm. I know. I'm not saying you.
No, I'm listening. Yeah. I'm with the fellas. We're listening.
They have passed her around.
Okay.
So let's just go with, we're gonna go Hector, because I'm gonna assume we ain't got no Hector in the group. So I can say Hector. I can say Hector freely. Hector, I don't know. He ussy whipped. He scared. Who know? He got caught.
By who?
He one of the ones that's gonna have to go take the DNA test, and he done came in the house, baby. I don't know what all this is.
He's not. Wait, I don't mean to yell, but he's not. You keep going. He's gonna tell his wife. No, he's not. He is not.
Only going
but the
on
scenario. But you can't go in the scenario because it's unrealistic. Wait, hold on. Your scenario is unrealistic because you're still not acting like what a man would do. A man would never tell his wife. Look, the process server could be at the door of the condo.
There was no wife. That's a single man.
Okay, but we talking married. We talking about marriage.
But you're not letting me finish my statement.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna he ain't never talking like this.
No, because you talking
I'm gonna put a muzzle on you just so I can finish my statement.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Go outside. No, get out there.
No, you sound silly to me.
Whoever the man, married, single, he ain't got nobody. He finds himself in that bull crap and he got to go take the DNA test. He gonna be like, everybody got to go down then. So therefore, whomever that is, and I say this because I know men talk amongst each other because damn it, two of them other ones wouldn't have came and started talking to me.
Okay, can I?
So when they started, hey man, I got one pregnant too. I got one. Shoot, and I want this to be real clear. As far as I know, all three of them got the same doggone girl pregnant, and she running game on all of them. That's just how not interested in the scenario I was, because I didn't want no answers. I didn't care.
So can I dip into this because you leaving out a big part? Guys won't knock on themselves because unlike ladies,
not knock on themselves, telling the other guys.
It doesn't matter if he tells the other guys because it is one thing different between men and women. Women, y'all get in a problem, whatnot, y'all talk it over, and y'all get emotional. Guys, when one of the guys is going to knock on the other, there is a potential for violence to happen, and that keeps everybody honest. It is honor belongs thieves. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
So if you were dipping, I was dipping. We know we were both dipping together, but ain't nobody else gonna know about it.
I got you on that until I think of Shaq and Kobe.
This so think about that. You talk about multi-millionaires and that happening between that ain't gonna happen in this case. What? That don't happen in most cases. We got to go with the most common, not with the one example, one extreme case out of point. And that's what women love to get, that one. If they can find one way where it went that way, it must be like
I just mentioned that the first ones that came to my mind. I'm like, but when one went down, they all started telling. Well, I wasn't the only one that was over there.
And again, Shaq and Kobe, Shaq knew Kobe wasn't gonna come fight him, or Kobe knew Shaq wasn't gonna come fight him. There wasn't nothing like that. Retired dudes and people over here, there's some violence that could happen.
I agree.
Believe me.
I agree with you. But I didn't know. Okay, so now let's go with the fact that the one wife that the husband has been found out. Mm-hmm. And they don't have to sit there because half his shit going, they done did this thing. Do you not think, because you already said he in a doghouse, right?
Yes.
So half of it gone.
He got to try to keep his woman because he's 48%
he getting ready. So when she sit there and say, because me, if you don't ever had a cheating situation, it's not to make nobody uncomfortable in their household right now. I'm being real. The woman is going to grill you until the end of time. What she look like and where else did y'all go and what else did y'all do and what did and so the questions are going to come. They going to come because you already said you trying to keep her now.
Right.
So whatever she asks, you trying to answer.
Right. Okay.
When she start asking and who and what else and I don't think he may not intentionally be like, there were more people involved, but he gonna start saying some stuff. He
could, but it doesn't matter. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
And so when he starts saying,
hey y'all,
Susie gonna sit here and go, Jane, fellas, did you know Paul was over there creeping with that girl?
Fellas in the chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me when it says, hey, it doesn't matter if it was one woman.
Alicia, you are so right. And I'm gonna tell you how I know you're right. I have already been asked, and I refuse to answer the question. from a wife.
Can I ask a question?
I have already been asked, and I refuse to answer to that wife because one, I keep telling everybody I'm not getting involved in no husband-wife drama, and two, as the wife, most women already know when there's most stuff going on. They know.
Okay.
And you don't need my answer.
So wait, so y'all know when something going on after the fact, but y'all didn't know that something was going to go on before the fact. So y'all never found out that your dude was unhappy. You just didn't know that. I mean, come on, because if you got intuition, if you know something is wrong after the fact, then you got to know something was wrong leading up to it.
I think most, but that's not the part we're gonna get in on this one today. But I think I think most women do know. They don't know, but they know something ain't right. That's what I want to say.
I just don't believe in intuition. I just don't.
They know something ain't right. They know something ain't right. They can't call it, but they know something ain't right. Okay,
so but let me get back to my point with guys and the way guys think. Because ladies, y'all really don't know how guys think. Y'all really don't. Y'all want to know every detail, but to the guy, it doesn't matter if it was one woman or 20 women. It's the same outcome is going to happen. Either you're going to leave or you're going to stay. That's it. So at this point where the course already came in and stuff is happening, you can ask whatever question you want to. He going to tell you because it don't matter if it was 1 or 20. What difference does it make? Not now. Am I right or wrong, fellas?
They ain't answer nothing yet.
Yeah, put a one if y'all agree with me.
That's accurate. So I'm saying thumbs up. I think you asked something earlier and they did some twos. I forgot what you asked, but the men are saying.
Well, you did twos.
Okay.
That's my ones.
There go you want. Dub is right. There you go. You got your feedback.
I'm just saying.
They there.
It's just guys think about this life stuff way different. Y'all think with emotion and we think of the bottom line at the end.
Well, of course. Which is why I think 48%. The funny thing is the 48%, it hits both of them hard. 48% for a man to lose 48%, that's the bottom line. That's finances. That's security.
Sure.
That's what I save for.
Sure.
That's am I going to feed my family?
Sure.
You hitting him hard. The 48% to a woman, that's emotional. Heck, you wouldn't be losing no 48% if you wasn't diddling and daddling all up free nilly. Mm-hmm. The irony is the way Panama law is written, it actually hits both hard. It hits both hard, which I'm just trying to see when the women who were saying that they would possibly go, are you betting on the fact that you're walking away with half? That's a real question. Are you betting on the fact you're walking away with half? What happens if you don't walk away with half? Would you take 20% of his now 50 that he got? Most women can't live on 20% of their income, of their combined husband's income, or whatever the retirement is. The reason that I think most, and that's why I said there was no right or wrong answer, and I wasn't trying to beat nobody up. I want to see how many twos there were going to be that I'm out, I'm deuces. You're betting on 50%. What if the U.S. don't give you 50%?
But okay, and you're right. But also you got the twos based on emotion because you're right. Nobody started thinking about and doing the numbers.
They didn't think about the numbers.
The guy from the giddy up, from the time he got notified, he was doing the numbers.
Yeah. The only person that's somewhat guaranteed on their percentage is the young lady in Panama.
That's right.
Your husband could be left with 52%. 52%. And you may not get half of that 52%. What if you don't get half?
Well, even if you get 25, you make him destitute.
Yeah,
what if you got your own money and now you could have your own money. Think about this. You got your own money and now since he's like 48% less, you owe him.
You know what? I said that same thing, Mario, whomever you. I said, shoot, y'all gonna come out cheaper to bring. I said this when we were at dinner with our friends. I said, y'all gonna come out better, bring her into the house. Y'all need to make one of them doggone bedrooms be hers and this baby's.
But see, that's logical. And ladies, let's be real. Y'all ladies ain't gonna do that because of the opinion of another woman that don't live in your house.
Well, I agree with you. But then the men who were at the table, they threw out, said, well, that ain't gonna, especially if this was a game set up to begin with, she don't want to come live in the house with your wife.
No, she don't.
She trying to get $3,000-$4,000 up out of you, copy, paste, repeat this in another 10 months and do this mess again.
Well, but the DNA's already established who the pappy is, and it's you. I mean, that's how we started this. You is the pappy.
Bottom line, keep it in your pants. Well,
Yeah.
true.
Well,
I mean,
that's the way it should have been. But let's face it. If that was the case, none of this would be happening here.
yeah. I mean, let's not act like that this ain't been something that's been happening since the beginning of time. I mean, let's just be real. I mean, that is the bottom line. I mean, at the end of the day, but that's like saying, oh, that ain't gonna happen. The joke has been, and we started saying it. The Panamanian women here are very beautiful. They have, they're pleasing to the eyes. I mean, I don't see some. I don't walk up to some myself, but like, girl, you got it going on. Look at you. You good. So to think that a man don't see the same thing, let's not go with the fact that everybody is a working woman. I don't want that to best be the caveat.
This just a woman.
Beautiful women in general. Just
Period.
beautiful
Right.
women in general. And then if she happens to not have a baby, this could be a situation that not many people even thought. As a matter of fact, I can't think of anybody talking about child support in Panama. They barely talked about divorce. And the reason I think they barely talked about divorce, because to get divorced in Panama don't mean nothing if you're a U.S. citizen. You still got to go to the U.S. to get a divorce. So I really do feel like that's the reason why, because we have a document in our WhatsApp group in the knowledge folder that talks about if you do want to file divorce. Well, it does you nothing here in Panama unless you were married in Panama.
Mm-hmm.
If you were married in Panama, and the majority of the people that have come here to this country have not been married in Panama, and those of us that are U.S. citizens may have had a ceremony in Panama, but they were still married in the States.
Okay, so ladies, let me ask you a question. This is to the ladies. All right, ladies, your man got caught cheating. He the pappy. They take 48% from him. Are you going to leave with the knowledge that you might have to pay him spousal support because now you earn more money than he does? Are you still leaving? Those that said they were going to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still going to leave? Now, that's a question. Because now you either thinking with your emotions or you thinking with logic. Put a one in the chat if you're going to go.
Yeah, there's a 2%er out there. I mean, there is the possibility of being the 2% club. And for those that keep seeing the 2% going, what are they talking about 2% for? It's 100% of income.
Mm-hmm.
Said expecting mother has the ability of getting 48%. 52% is left. 52% is left. Thank you so much, Mario. We appreciate the love.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mario. We appreciate it. Thank you. So if 52% is now left, and said wife, depending on where you are from the U.S., depending on where you're from, upon a divorce, she has the ability of taking up to 50% if you've been married 10 years plus, right, depending on where you got married at in the U.S., depending on where you were married at. So that's where he's getting the
50%.
If husband now only has
52% of his salary
52% left.
Now you make more money than your husband.
There's a lot of women that still work. Some women still have pensions. They have other things that they have as well.
Mm-hmm.
And before you get to calculating, I want this to be very clear. We said this the other day. So if he says, let's just bring in, let's go with 15,000, because that's a good number. I think that's a good number, right, babe? If the man brings in 15,
let's say 10.
10,000
10 is more realistic.
10,000 from all sources.
Right.
All sources. Okay. He loses 48%.
And y'all, this is gross. This ain't net like in the United States. It's gross. Before he gets a check, Panama is gonna take theirs.
That's correct.
Uncle Sam takes theirs.
Yep. He's gonna have net. So he lost 4,800. So let's take that from the 10,000. Everybody with me? So 10,000 minus the 4,800 that he lost initially from her. All right.
5,200.
Yes, $5,200. That's what Cedric is at.
A month.
That's what he's going to have left. Saying said wife stays and don't take half. So he's saying, let's say said wife. I mean,
6.
Let's just say, let's say she makes $6,000 or $7,000 a month.
You paying him.
In order to leave, you might have to pay him spousal support because your gross is now more than his net.
Mm-hmm. Your take home is more than his take home.
Yeah. So that's why I was saying when everybody was saying I'm out. I'm going, that might be an emotional thing because that's what women do.
It is.
That might be an emotional thing because that's what women do, but that might not be something that you actually have thought about the fact that I might not necessarily want to leave.
The term is cheaper to keep them. It works both ways. It's not gender specific. It's income specific.
That's correct.
So y'all, that's a heavy thing. But when guys get into that kind of malarkey, they're calculating that. They're absolutely calculating. And that's why they'll never come to you. If they get caught in the net and it's a 1 in 10 chance they the pappy, you ain't gonna never hear about it. You ain't gonna hear about it until he's identified. Never. I promise you.
You love Panama? Listen to this when I'm ready to retire. Welcome, Brazil. You know, there's probably you, but have you looked up the Brazilian? I'm just being real. This particular law just came about, finalized. I just said, what was it, June 18th?
June 18th of this year.
Of this year. And I'm only guessing, you guys, it's because it's been an issue. I mean, I started the conversation saying, why would somebody start a law no different than them doing the $100 fine if you didn't update your address? That's because they saw it as an issue.
It's an influx of us.
I would say that it's an issue. You know, it's some guys come over here and lose their alrighty freaking mind. They ain't never seen such beautiful, attractive women in their life. They can afford the ladies of the night. They ain't astronomically high. They doing freaky deaky stuff that they like. They tell them how wonderful they look and how great they look. And they diddling and daddling. Disability is not excluded. Sorry, Bo Mello.
Yeah,
there is not a capacity. They even listed it in the law. It was also property and potential to earn income. And we ain't even got to the other one.
Yeah.
Cedric said, how, and we said it in the video, when do y'all think that this ends?
Yeah. When does child support end here in Panama?
So for most people in the United States, for most, even on a bad child support, you have it, I shouldn't say bad, no such thing, but even on one that is delayed, most might have to go until child may go to college, even in the United States. The longest one, some do have child support orders that are written that include college.
Well, most of them know it's going to be 18.
Most are 18.
Or graduating high school, whichever is first.
Most are 18 or the child is emancipated by way of marriage or having a child themselves. Most. So here in Panama, it is an automatic until 25 with higher education. And you would have to be crazy if you don't think the mother is not going to make sure that child is in higher education.
That's right.
Come on, y'all. Daddies, I ain't got to tell y'all. Fathers are the predominant person that pays child support. I don't have to, there's not a daddy out there that don't think that the mother is not going to get in that child's ear and go, you going to college.
Right. Right.
You going to college.
It's a financial benefit for that child to go to college because one, college is better. And two, mom keep getting a check.
You going to college, boo. You going to college.
If she got children, stair step
all the way. Stair step. The other thing is, and we didn't also talk about this, we went into the video, but we didn't go into detail, was those with special needs. Ooh. So as Panama recognizes that if a child has a disability that will prevent them from living independently. So whatever that disability might happen to be, whatever, mental capacity, a developmental disability, a physical disability. Go ahead.
Hold on to your socks, fellas.
It's unto death. Of child.
Their death, not yours.
Of child. So for somebody going, wait a minute. You can. Nobody said you can't get custody. Tell me how you gonna get it. I mean, I'm being real. I mean, you can petition the court for custody.
Well, first of all, I got to ask: is the father single or is he married? Because if he's married, there's more than a chance.
I'm just gonna sit there and go, as a father. I mean, I guess if you sit there and go, I know she gonna divorce me. So if your said wife, Cedric was just saying you can't tell a man how to think. I'm telling you right now, TWRF. I don't know if you're a man or woman or whatever your pronoun is. Good luck thinking you're gonna come in the house with another woman baby and tell your wife this ain't no doggone Fences movie with Denzel. You ain't getting ready to walk in the house with this doggone baby talking about you raising them now. Ain't how it gonna happen.
And think about this also. the Panamanian government is probably not going to want to give you custody of a Panamanian child because the baby was born here in Panama.
Yeah. So as a single man or as a man who's going to sit there and go, Cedric keeps saying it, okay? So if you're married and now you done came home with this baby and you telling your wife, I went on and petitioned because I don't know how the heck you would do that because he keep talking about the fact he ain't got to tell. I want to see a husband go to Panamanian court and go win custody of a child and he ain't told his wife nothing. This is a whole figment of an imagination scenario.
First of all, the married guy, 9 out of 10 married guys will never petition for full custody. Period. In fact, they ain't trying to do partial custody. They want the problem to go away before wifey finds out.
So, well, I guess you can just throw a question out there, but who the heck gonna want the lady baby? No, I don't think it's gonna happen. Where we at? We're talking about the child for forever. So it's unto the child's death. And in case you're sitting there going, well, baby, hold up now. I'm 56, 60 years old. If this child make it to be 80, how am I going to be paying for somebody and I'm dead? It's your trust, your estate, your wife's, the life insurance that you have. I'm going to only assume some of the men that are out here watching, you've done the adult thing to do, which is to make sure that your wife, your family is protected in your death. Even if it's nothing but your VA disability, whatever. You have some kind of life insurance that's coming. Some. Yeah, you can't pull blood from a turnip. So once that's gone, that's gone. We all understand that. But that child who has a disability is still going to be able to get that child support from that said actual life insurance. That said life insurance.
And if you got a will, guess what? You got to put that child in your will.
So yeah, so now you have to tell your other kids that they're in here. And you could. That was the other part. Some people's wills say all living heir. They don't necessarily like list names because some of us, like for instance, Cedric and I, we have 2 grandchildren currently. But in 30 years, 40 years, we don't know how many grandchildren we'll have. So we say in our living descendants. We say it like that because we don't know everybody that's going to be alive. Well, that said child is part of those descendants too. They're part of them too. What's the other part that we were talking about? Does this now make the child be a U.S. citizen? And somebody was talking about the babies that you can come over, the pregnant women that, I don't forget what they were saying.
When they go to the United States.
I don't forget, but they mentioned it. They mentioned the actual, I forgot. That's not what this is. And I tried to tell them that, baby, this child's not born in the U.S. They have a U.S. parent. They have a U.S. citizen parent. And it is to their benefit. If you think that this mother is not going to think that you don't have capital gains, property, another U.S. will, trust in the state, bank accounts, you got all this other stuff in the U.S. I need my child to be a U.S. citizen too, because we can go claim that too. Y'all got to remember, this is a game.
For some.
This is a game. This is a game. This is a game. You're crazy if you think that this is ends.
See, guys, we get caught up in the looks and some of the ladies marked you guys right from the start and go, hey, this is the way I'm going to come up.
This is how I'm going to come up.
You're either going to pay me to be quiet and go away, or you're going to pay my child, which in turn, you're going to be paying me.
There is a reason why the obliging in taking care of you, some of that is a matter of being a Latin woman, and that is just how they are made up. It really is. Caterers, nurturers, motherers. There is. That's Latin women. Some of this is a game. Some of this is a game. It's a straight game. If I can let your guard down and have you thinking, Mr. Man, Cedric and I did videos before, some of these men come over here and at best, and they know this, at best they are 3 or 4, and they know this, but they got 10 money. What do I mean by they got 10 money? They got enough money to make their butts look like that they tens. That's what I mean by that. Yes, they have pulled this 8, 9, 10 woman because they got 10 money.
Yeah, think about it, y'all. Think about it.
They got 10 money and she playing the game.
Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Most working people here in Panama make less than $1,000 a month.
Mr. Mario, yes, the women do really know the game. I said in the video, there's a street, there's a section in Multi Plaza Mall that I refer to as High Dollar Row. Think of it as Rodeo Drive. And you see women.
And when she said this, she's talking about her Hermes, Cartier,
Louis Vuitton, Cartier.
all that.
They shopping hard. And they're shopping with multiple bags of Louis Vuitton. Multiple. Yes, they know the game. Especially the more prettier you are. The prettier you are, you sure do know the game. Yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do. And even if you are a lackadaisical woman, my husband said it. The average income is $1,000 a month. Well, even if I can get $1,500 from you, I don't have to work no more. Who the heck? Women, raise your hand if you just won't. If you had to work in Panama 48 hours a week, 48 hours.
You only got
Sundays off. But yet you happen to have a child with an American man, not married, an American man. And you now don't have to get up out the bed no more. Job is over. You don't have to work no more. And you just made more money by having a child with this American man. Even at $1,500 a month, you just doubled your salary. Who wouldn't do that and don't have to work? And that was $1,500. We're talking 4, 5, and 6,000.
And
yes, it's a game.
And that said lady is stair-stepping children. She have 2 to 3 kids, 2, 3 years apart. Set for life. Set.
She said. I would take those odds too. I sure would. What person? 48 hours a week, Sundays off only. Most Panamanian people are traveling 3 to 4 hours one way into the city to go to work and 3 to 4 hours back home
every day.
And you don't think that she won't do this as a come up?
And please, y'all, if y'all don't believe us, go to Google and ask Google, hey, what's the average salary of somebody working in Panama?
Sure, that American man is her job. She sure would do this. I just need for him to diddly and daddly.
And yes, it is tax free for the young.
I need him to diddly and daddly up in me without a condom.
Once.
And as Cedric said, and I agree with him, I do agree with him. It don't even matter at this. That's the woman that actually does get the child by the man. Then you got the one that's just gonna play a game that I really hope y'all butts is married. I hope I get 3, 4 married. Yep. I need 3, 4 to be married.
I need $500 from you.
That I can go over to and tell them I need $500. I need $500. I need $500 from you, Mr. Married Man. I need $500 from you, Mr. Married Man. I need $500 from you, Mr. Married Man. The working woman here makes, as Cedric said, it's knowledge, $40 for basically all around the world. What's all around the world? Every hole you got. Hey,
30 minutes.
Everybody grown here.
40.
All around the world is every hole you got. At best, let's say she good. At best, 3 men a day. I mean, 4.
She works 7 days a week.
4 times 4 is 280. She making 280 a day on a good day. That's if she good and can just keep them coming in like that. I mean, come on, y'all. Ain't nobody gonna get no 4 a day here in Panama. The opportunity is too wide. I mean, it's just too many.
Oh, yeah, it's way too many.
It's just way too many. You ain't getting ready to get 4 a day.
And y'all, and folks, don't think it is hard to find these people. It's legal. You can look into classify. You can type escorts in Panama and bunches of websites come up.
And Quintra 24 is everybody go to that to go look at real estate. Everybody, and Quintra 24 is getting ready to crash right about now. Because when everybody go to it, they're getting ready to say, there's a ladies of the night section.
Personals.
Because they consider it like how Craigslist used to be.
Yes.
Sort of like that.
Yes.
So it's there. It's not illegal.
And for the ladies and the guys.
Yeah, for the ladies and the guys. We say the ladies because most women don't typically buy escorts.
Right. They don't need
most
to.
Women don't typically buy escorts.
But there might be ladies out there, wives out there who think, well, these escorts are expensive. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
The reason you're not seeing no astronomical money leave your bank account costs $40. And that's if you go through a service. You end up getting one and you take her off the service clock, you could probably be able to slide her 20.
Yeah. Real talk.
And that ain't hearsay. I heard that come out of a gentleman's mouth. Yes, I did. He was talking too freely. Talking way too freely.
So this child support is a serious thing. But I guess just talking to us, there's a more serious thing is that the gender still don't know each other's mindset. Because y'all think we're gonna do one thing, and guys already know if we locked into this shenanigans, there ain't no way we telling y'all. Not no way. We gonna deny even if the people at the door.
You all know a lot, Frederico. People talk to us. Oh, well, you know what? That one snippet that I just said, that was walking into shared space, and you didn't realize that your voice travels, and I can hear. I'm gonna be real with it. That last one wasn't necessarily shared with me, but Cedric is being honest. When we really did pull up research, because we can't be speaking about how much something costs and we don't know. It's like, hey, let's just go to the heads. Let's go look. I think some women might sit there and go, Cedric and I used to have this funny joke all the time. I was like, man, I'll be a broke hoe. And you're like, why? And I'm like, 'cause I ain't even gonna show you a corner.
Yeah, you ain't.
A tippet. You ain't gonna get to see a tippet for less than $1,000. He said $1,000. Then you ain't gonna get to see a lip.
Yeah, you gonna be broke. Hey, I guarantee you, price and demand, and you gonna get hungry. That price gonna come down.
And we used to laugh and talk about this. He's like, oh Lord. I was like, oh hey, it need to be worth my time. And he talking about, babe, I'm telling you now, that ain't the going rate. That ain't even in the US. In the US. I mean,
hey y'all, just think about this. If the average salary is $700, right?
Somebody said you're gonna be broke, too expensive.
Well, no, wait, yeah. You broke. You gonna be broke.
I said I'm gonna be a broke hoe.
I told her that she ain't gonna eat, so she gonna bring her prices down because everything's negotiable.
I said I was gonna be a broke hoe.
All right, so let's say you make $700 a month, and you working 6 days a week because there ain't no overtime here. You busting your butt. I can come in and give you $250 a week. That's $1,000 a month. And you're going to see me 2-3 times a week.
Who saw my advertisement that Wendy's has 3 new restaurants coming here in Panama? I posted it in the WhatsApp group and on our socials. Wendy's, American-based company, is currently hiring. They have 3 new restaurants opening here in Panama. The salary is $3.09 an hour. You must work 48 hours a week. That equated to approximately $150 a week.
Before taxes.
$150 a week. And you don't think that a woman who looks halfway decent, 7+, that's good. That's good all day long.
Oh, yeah.
That's good all day long. Body tight, hair pretty, skin smooth, chi-chis popping, booty banging. And you think that she really want to go to work for the rest of her life here in Panama when she looks decent and the American men are looking at her, and you don't think that she don't have a game set up? Man, please. She getting ready to play you at some point. I said that. It's not going to be date 1. She ain't going to ask you on date 1.
But see, here's the problem that most ladies got. Guys know it's a game. They do know it's a game, and they don't care. That's the thing. They don't care until you get caught.
Frederico said, I was wondering how long it was going. Oh, we've been knowing about the Panama nightlife. You must didn't watch our video when we went into the after hours club, and Cedric had highway robbery for the
$8 water.
His water bottle.
Actually,
now we've been, and I should say, I realized that was a strip club. But however, let's make this be real known. Even for the ladies that are sitting there going, well, my husband just go to the strip club.
Hey, the strip clubs here.
They got the champagne rooms here, y'all.
Yeah. I'm about to say the strip clubs here ain't like the strip clubs in America.
They got champagne rooms.
They are different.
So however you think of the champagne room, how everything can go on in the champagne room, you see a whole lot of ladies leaving with the gentleman out the front door. Yeah. When
Chris Rock had that joke, there's no sex in the champagne room, he was not talking about Panama.
No,
he was not.
Don't get it twisted for the lady. My man, they just going out. They going out to the stick. Okay.
But
this isn't to question what the men are doing.
No,
I think somebody else had said in the comments earlier, when a woman has a suspicion, she knows. She knows. This is not to sit there and say, because we actually had a conversation the other day when we were talking amongst friends. Let's just be real. If a woman want to talk, just walk up to somebody, she can do it in the doggone grocery store. She can do it while they standing outside. Mm-hmm. She can do it in the elevator while they up and down. I mean,
but anybody can.
Yeah, there is no. Don't just you ain't going to no strip clubs around there. Oh shoot.
Okay. I'm just gonna go around the corner.
That's actually the safest place to put him on.
Yeah.
Shoot, that's the safest place to go. Really? He might just be one that just kind of want to look.
Hey, y'all. Okay. The person that's talking about the clubs. Hey, the clubs are the most expensive place you can find a professional.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to the club. In fact, the street that's the club is on, you get cheaper and probably better looking.
We took a friend of ours to a club, so we personally know the prices. Prices start at about $400 asking price if you go in the club. If you go to the club and you want to leave for the night with the lady, starts at about $400. And we know that. Mm-hmm. That ain't hearsay. We don't sit there and just be telling everything. But that's, again, was there room to negotiate? I don't know. We eavesdropping. We listening. That's all we doing is listening. But there was a price being exchanged between them, and she was offering to leave for $400. How long she was gonna be? I guess it was overnight. I mean, I don't know.
I guess it was overnight. Yeah.
I mean, we guess it was overnight. We don't know. I don't know. I'm just listening to the conversation. But outside the club, if you didn't do the club, like Cedric said, they got ads. I mean,
yeah, they. Hey, first of all, the ladies of the night here in Panama, they are independent contractors. See, prostitution is only legal if you don't have a middleman. So if you do not have a pimp,
as long as you don't have a pimp.
Independent contractor, you are an independent contractor.
Yeah, you can't have a pimp. The funny thing is, I'm gonna tell you, now I'm gonna educate y'all back on them clubs. We're going back to the club again.
The strip club?
The strip club, okay. Strip club. I'm gonna tell you how much money is in this, and you're gonna think I'm being weird. Everybody listening? Everybody listening, but they listening real good right now. The strip club knows what's going on, so much so that in order for you to leave with said girl, you pay the house. Mm-hmm. You pay them.
Yeah, you don't pay the lady.
You don't pay the lady. So whatever that fee is that you all negotiate, because we saw this all around us. And I want this to be very clear. This was not no shiesty place. It wasn't no.
It's actually high end.
Very high dollar. Very high dollar. And it's one of the few places that another woman could come in. Now, they were very respectful. So the ladies that sit there and go, because see, I'm not that kind of woman. Cedric know this. We were just out hanging. Us and our friend, we just had a good time. It's actually the best place that you can actually go if you, as a woman, don't want no men trying to holler at you. Because believe me, baby, they don't want you. They do not want you in there. They want what they came to pay for. That's what they want. So when you there, this is so legal that whatever the fee is that you and said lady or ladies or team, whatever the heck you want to buy, whatever you negotiate, Mr. Man, bar guy, I don't know, security, I don't know what he is, comes along with the credit card machine. Boop. What y'all agree to? Okay, swipe. Do you want a tip? Y'all, they still want that doggone service, so. They still want the service out.
Can I get the Jubilado de Squintas?
You ain't getting no Jubilado de Squintas. You ain't getting it. So we saw plenty. Car swiping. Girl come back out in plain clothes and off they went.
Yeah. But that's the club. And the club is the most expensive place you can do that. The independent contractors that are walking the streets, in the hotels, at the casinos, or at the mall are much, much cheaper than that.
What I'm also getting at, though, in that, some relationships happen to have agreements. And they're okay with that. My baby going out with his boys. They're getting ready to go to said strip club. Because a lot of women don't care. I know I'm not the only one. A lot of women could care less about no freaking strip club. They could care less about the strip club. When you happen to see whatever that is for the month on the strip club, on the credit card bill, for whatever it is that it was, you just think, oh, they were just drinking and eating. Mm-hmm. I might done got some men's in some stuff. You might done told some stuff that they woman sitting there going.
You said you only bought one round.
You told me that bill was like that because you had dinner and you bought drinks. Yeah, he sure did.
I did buy
He
dinner.
sure did buy dinner and drinks. He sure did. I done told on some folks. That's why they be running from him, baby.
Okay, and so
that's why they don't like that eye contact with me no more.
And again, I told you that the strip clubs are different. The strip club that we're talking about that we went in had one dancer. The one dancer who worked the stage. The rest of the strip club, the other 50 women that were in the strip club were all in white negligees. All of them.
Like the Victoria's Secret angel.
50 deep in one club. And this was like early in the night. It was like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then was the B girls, and they were all 7s or higher.
And everybody was for hire. I want to be very clear.
Everybody.
Every lady was for hire. Every lady was for hire. And so if you don't think, as Cedric said, he said in our video when it ended, the reason that he said that it wouldn't probably, this video that we're doing wouldn't end this men dibbling and dabbling, because every man think not him.
Yep.
Not him.
Yep.
Not me. Yeah, we do have a secure relationship.
We're going to roll the dice.
Yeah. So we, you know, there's a lot of men that they think I've seen a few men, they have jokingly came up to me. Y'all know I'll never say who you are because I don't do that. They've been like, oh, my wife look a whole lot better all of a sudden. And they were being funny. They weren't saying that. Their wife has always been beautiful. But what they saying is now when they walk the streets of Panama and they see them 9s and 10s, they're like, oh, no, you ain't getting me caught up, girl. That's what they mean.
Right.
That's what they mean. They look at her with a quickness and go, yep, she's pretty. Okay. And keep it moving. Keep it moving. Girl, you ain't getting me caught up. You the 2%. You trying to take all my money.
She will make you the 2%.
You trying to take all my money.
And that's the real fear. I mean, yeah, in the bottom line, should love and all that keep people from straying? It should. But for guys, 2% scares you. Your wife leaving you and you paying child support? Oh my God. You in the 2%? Man.
So we have said over and over again, the biggest thing we can say, and I know everybody keeps saying, why are you not just using condom? I agree. Because the only other thing, there was some men that were commenting, there were some women that were jokingly commenting in our other video talking about, sound like you need to be getting a vasectomy. Well, Cedric and I had that conversation too. We sat there and go, you know how hard it'll be for a married man who does not have a vasectomy? Because that's not an area that most, if they haven't had one, and they in their 50s and 60s, they typically ain't trying to go get one now. Typically. If they have one, they had one in their 30s. That's why they got one. Because they say, I ain't having no more kids.
That's right.
Now they 50 and 60, and you talking about go get a vasectomy?
You don't see that.
Nah. It's going to have to be like a procedure that I can get a vasectomy and also add some length and girth. Now,
is that possible?
Now, if we can get all that done,
sign me up.
They'll be like, hold up, wait. We'll just tell her, but I'm getting length and girth, but I'm really getting a vasectomy. I don't know. But you ain't no married man gonna be able to come home and tell his wife at 40 years being married, he's 60 years old. He all of a sudden now wants to get a vasectomy.
I think it'd be a good idea to help people. I'll get a vasectomy.
That ain't happening. He gonna have to come up with a whole nother better lie than that. I'm just being, it gonna have to be better than that. He ain't gonna be able to come in the house talking about he want a vasectomy to a woman that's menopausal. Nah, it ain't, nah. No, I mean, that's just not gonna happen. That ain't happening. He not gonna be able to run that one by her. Yeah, and think there won't be no more questions.
Now, it'd be kind of hard to hide though. Hey, why you walk around like you so?
Yeah, because I don't know the recovery time for a vasectomy. But I'm going to assume your wife gonna see you bandaged up.
Yeah. She is.
And y'all butts can't take no damn pain. Y'all can't take a fingernail file hurting. And now you got your wee-wee hurting? Your wee-wee hurting?
Actually, it's the sack.
Well, the sack hurting, and you don't think that y'all gonna be hurting and crying. She gonna mess around and kick you in your wee-wee.
No, don't do that.
What the heck you don't went got this vasectomy for?
Because I was thinking of your health.
Yeah.
Actually, I was thinking of our health.
I'm trying to hold on to my 48%.
That's right. Hey, y'all, this 2% stuff real. Unless after the 48% gone from you, now your spouse makes more money than you. Now she's got to pay you when she leaves.
Frozen peas.
Ooh.
You got to put the frozen peas down there. Yeah, the frozen peas. She will kick you in your wee-wee. You thought you was hurting. Yeah, because you're going there. Y'all know men are.
Now, there's no sense. There's no sense for violence. None, none, ladies. Let's not do that.
I meant it. I meant it in the video when I said it. You sitting there talking about you going to go get. Instead of talking about it's gonna save our life. No, it's gonna shorten your life.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna shorten your life.
Hypothetically speaking,
it's gonna shorten your life.
Keep hope alive.
Don't y'all be. Hey, this was not a, and we're gonna continue to say this was not a cheating in the next room video because we could care less. And also, none of us don't know the dynamics of some people's marriage.
That's right. And we ain't gonna never know.
Everybody got different rules.
Actually, you know what? It don't even matter because I don't care. I don't care about what nobody else do in their marriage because they ain't my marriage.
But what most people were not aware of are the repercussions that can come from a child being conceived here in Panama. It ain't got nothing to do with your cheating part.
Yeah.
Care less.
So, so let's sum this up. So
go ahead. Yeah, it's been 2 hours.
Ladies, your fellas, period, married or single, he ain't gonna come to you telling you he was dipping. He just ain't. It don't matter if it's on video, it's tapes, it's all kind. You got audio, you got sworn depositions. He is never gonna admit that to you ever. So get that out your head. It ain't gonna happen. He ain't gonna.
And I know you said that earlier, and I keep going until what point though?
He gonna keep denying even after the country of Panama say you the pappy. Then he gonna be like, well.
I'm listening.
That's it. Ain't no more.
That's all she gonna get is up. Oh yeah, his ass getting divorced.
He was gonna get divorced anyway.
But baby, all he got is up. Okay, he ain't got nothing else.
What else? What else could he say to make him not get a divorce? That's what I'm gonna ask the ladies. What could he say to make him not get a divorce?
Something more than
No. You saying that you gonna go, and y'all said y'all gonna go. I want to know what could the dude possibly had said to make you not leave. And I can guarantee you, it's nothing. It don't matter what you want to hear. What can he say to make you not go? And be honest with it.
No,
there's nothing he can say.
There's not. Hold up. I'm gonna answer this first. Most women have had a man dip out on them at some point. Mm-hmm. Whether that was a child that was created or not. Mm-hmm. I can raise my hand on this one. And Cedric knows this conversation. Mm-hmm. This is not new. This is not news to him. Mm-hmm. He knows this. Mm-hmm. I had a fiance that the rumor mill was he had made a child. Said person, did you have this? No, the girl ain't, no, she ain't pregnant. Nope, I didn't do, wasn't me, lie. As Cedric said, and that's why I agree with him, man gonna deny, to the end. We moving forth with our wedding, bridesmaids got dresses, we have a date planned. We got all this wedding mess going on. And truly the Mary J. Blige song done happened. Doorbell rings, young lady holding a baby, DNA test results. She didn't just come with the baby, she came with DNA test results. That this dummy done actually went and took a DNA test that his name is on that says he the pappy. He the pappy. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I shouldn't say obviously, I didn't go forth with that marriage. Shit, I ain't married to him. I didn't go forth with that marriage. But I'm going to tell you the majority of the reason of the why. And I know you said wives. That was a fiance. That was not a wife. I understand that. If he had said when I was asking what's going on with this girl, people are saying this girl is pregnant. Instead, it was, as you said, I don't understand why you ain't trusting me. Why you believe in the streets? Everything to the point where it got me thinking my butt tripping.
Wait,
I'm tripping.
Can I go back to the question I asked?
You asked, go ahead.
What does you tell me what I got to tell you for you to not go?
For him, and I said it, because now he drops to the knees and do the baby, please stuff. It was too late.
Okay, so then fellas.
It was too late. There's a child here now.
Wait. Ladies and fellas, I go back to what I said at the beginning. It doesn't matter what you say. good or bad, you're still gonna leave. So there is no benefit for the guy to be truthful, even when the proof is knocking on the door. Because at the end is all that matter. If the end, no matter how you get there, it's still you leave. I'll run the numbers.
And I agree with you, but
ain't no
not all wives leave because there's a child out of wedlock. Like, shoot, I got aunts that got husbands right now that got kids the same age.
But again, I asked the question, what can the man tell the woman to make her not go? And you can't tell me what to say.
I can't tell you what to say, but I said I got family members that not all men get left because they have a child out of wedlock.
Okay.
Because I have true uncles that are still with wives and they got kids the same doggone age. They got kids with the wife.
Okay.
They got kids with the other.
Okay.
So there obviously is something that men can say that they say.
I ask you as the lady, what can I say to you to make you not want to leave?
I can't. For that, I can't for myself because I did the leaving. The great question would be for the person that has had to, if you happen to have had a spouse that did go have a child with someone out of y'all marriage, what is it that he said that's made y'all say, we gonna work on this and we not gonna end our marriage? Because it obviously happens.
It does happen. But
not everybody leaves.
What I'm telling you is the why the guy is gonna keep denying. And it's like you keep hearing the reason why you just don't want to accept it.
Some women would just stand by their men. I agree with you on that. I think could be a financial situation. It could be a lack of esteem. It could be feeling like I don't have nowhere else to go. Sometimes it's just as simple as she ain't gonna win. She ain't gonna have it. I'm gonna stay so she don't have it. I mean, women are real stupid sometimes too. Now
y'all use emotion, and emotion is good sometimes, but a lot of times it's to your detriment. Guys, on the other hand, try to use logic, and I know some of y'all gonna say, "Well, if he was logic, he wouldn't do that," but he did do that, and now he's looking at, "Hey, how does this end for me?" Mm-hmm. That's why he keeps denying. Because if he get caught, you're gonna leave. If he denies and you find out about it, you're gonna leave. You say, "Well, if you just been truthful with me, I wouldn't have left." Yes, you will. You will have left. So in the end, all it is you're gonna leave. So there's no reason for him to be truthful with you. You don't want the truth. You want to lie, and you want to believe a lie.
He could be a very good man that just made a mistake. He could be.
That's right.
He could be.
Possible.
I mean, I thoroughly agree with you. There was a time women didn't leave. Time changed. I agree with you on that too, Bo Mello. There was a time that women didn't leave. That's like I said, I have aunts that got they child with my uncles and they got side childs and they were all the same doggone age. And I don't mean no 1 and 2 uncles. I mean, I'm talking 6 and 7 uncles.
But now you got relationships where the ladies will leave you because they're not happy. And back in the day, they never left. The happiness wasn't even a part of it. It's, hey, I'm gonna keep my family together. Mm-hmm. And that's why dudes may cheat, and I ain't gonna lie about that. They may cheat, but most of your dudes in that situation would not leave their wife for nothing. And they don't want to mess up their family. Mm-hmm. And I know you're gonna say, well, cheating, messing up their family. No, that was a relationship between y'all. He stepped out, but he didn't step out on his family. He messed up with you.
Well, baby, since you can't conceive a child, and I know we want a child, we have a baby on the way. That's gonna be the conversation. Alicia saying that's gonna be the conversation. He gonna say, well, baby, since your eggs is old.
Well, okay. Now, see, that conversation does work, but you want to do it before
since your legal eggs stuff. Are old, we gonna go ahead. We're gonna go get that baby. I done found Maria gonna made a baby for us. Yeah, good luck on that one.
She was a surrogate.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck.
A turkey baster. That was a turkey baster.
Good luck.
All right, y'all. All right, we don't beat this to death. So, anybody got any questions? Or
anybody got questions? Dub asked. Well, he did. She said she wanted to know. You asked what is it can he say? And she basically
it's absolutely nothing.
He can sit there and say that your eggs is old. And so now we got a baby coming.
No, what does the wife gonna say? The wife saying her eggs are old?
No, she's saying that the husband is basically saying, well, baby, since your eggs is old and you can't make no baby.
That's just gonna get you slapped as the dude. My question was for the guy who's in this situation, what can he say to you to make you not want to leave? And I don't think there is nothing. So that's why he's gonna lie. Because there is nothing he can say. And for some
Like I said,
reason,
I left, so I can't. I'm the wrong person to ask this question too, because baby, I wasn't married to him and I left.
I'm just saying this.
I was out.
But see, all dudes know that. They know that when they got ready to dip
I was out.
in the other lady, that if she found out about it, she was gonna leave. That's why he did it secretly. Just saying.
I was out. So I'm like I said, I'm the wrong one. I'm one of those. I ain't doing it. Not especially not in this stage.
Mm-hmm. Now, okay. So you in this stage, you later in life where everybody retired, you find out that your significant other don't dip. You yourself make $1,500. That's your Social Security.
Okay.
Your hubby is left after he get his 48% done. He got $2,000.
Correct.
So it's only $500 between y'all.
But between y'all, it's cheaper to keep y'all together.
There you go. Cause y'all
And
both,
they will.
Y'all both can't live without each other. At this point.
You really can't. There are gonna be some marriages, and that's the other part that we had started talking about. We've been here now in Panama almost 3 years, and we're starting to see that some marriages are taking a turn.
Okay.
Some marriages are taking a turn. People that you used to see together all the time, you now only see one person. You don't see the other person. And I do feel that it's going to start to be a marriage of convenience here, because financially they need each other to be here in Panama, but emotionally they're not connected anymore. Exactly right, Felice. A marriage of convenience. I can't leave, but I don't want you.
I see Alicia there saying that
The man had already left the relationship and he did what he did.
Hey, ladies, I'm gonna put another one on you. A guy can have sex with a woman and not even know her name or care about her. It has nothing to do with you. He can love you to death.
Yeah, but what does that marriage look like? It's very sad. It's a very sad marriage, but guess what, TNT? Everybody got their money. And it is. It's a marriage that is very sad. There is no love. There is no love
But it's
there.
survival.